Top of the top. What's up? Yep. Sunday morning, y'all. What's up? We're back again. What's up? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that's up. Happy Mother's Day. What's up, y'all? We're back. We're gonna get into it. I see y'all up this morning. What's up? How the weekend going? Yeah, we about to go there. Let's go. We got a lot to talk about, man. A lot going on. Yeah. He's saying Diddy got his male model coming. His defense. So once again, today is nothing but update stuff I've been talking about already. Meaning we got a lot of confirmation on what was said. To show you things been on point. We also gonna talk about how BEYONCE is still catching hell, struggling. The empire has crumbled already. We know this. So she got this from the country music awards again. All right, y'all. Just gotta send this link out one more time already. Who up this morning, man? Where y'all been at? Intro. All right, everything will be timestamped. Top of the top. What's up? We on this Sunday. We vibing today. What's good, y'all? Everything is good? That's right. We live on the web. What's up? Shout out to everybody around that's up. What's up, my dear? What's up? What's up, Uncle Diggity 401 Rider? What's up, y'all? Intro. What's up, Renique? Miss O'Lara, what's up? All right. I'm gonna holler at y'all. What's up, Trendy? James. All right. So we also gonna be talking about Cardi B. Because you know she the only one that like to talk back to fans. But not only that, I'm tired of saying her career is over. It's been over about 2 years now. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into this whole thing. Because like I said, I can't wait till it's over anyway. They all just need to go. Yeah. Other than that, top of the top, happy Mother's Day. And to everybody who don't have no kids, it's still okay. Let's go. All right, let's go. Because the shenanigans ain't stopped yet. Let's go, man. Diddy male model versus CASSIE. So, once again, the Diddler's at it again. He keep pulling these cards out, y'all. I had no clue this one was coming out. So, the male model, one of the main ones that was known to participate, the main ones that they were comfortable with, the main one. All right? They were saying that's Diddy lover. I don't know. I don't even know what male model it is. I don't know, but I know one thing. The male model is on the side of Diddy. This is also going to confirm a lot of stuff. So, yeah, that's where we at with this right now. Okay, so that's that. Also, like I said, a lot of stuff I said got to be repeated. So, Diddy is also using the domestic violence defense, and they're also saying that CASSIE beat on Diddy. Like I said, meaning, I'm not saying she did it, but I know them real abusive relationships, they be beating on each other. Cause I know it be levels to that. See? Like I ain't looking at it like that. I'm just like I said, I just be looking at stuff. Look how simple it could be. How we don't know what be going on. Look how simple it could be. Diddy could have been in the room naked and then CASSIE could have punched him in the face and ran out and just ran. See what I'm saying? We don't know. See, that's what I be saying. How after the laughing and joking when it play out, it start looking different now. See, she could have punched him in the face before she ran out the room. It ran out real quick, try to dip. You know what I'm saying? She hit me first. So I try to tell y'all, man, that domestic violence stuff, man. And it's not just the domestic violence. He's not broke. So when somebody's broke in domestic violence, you can say whatever. But when you got 8 lawyers and 4 women, you got the male model of your defense. Everything we've been talking about is starting to play out, y'all. This thing getting weird. But like I said, this whole thing is to troll rappers. So I know what's up. It's to troll the rappers. It's to scare everybody in Hollywood because it's also coming out. We're going to talk about how they're stressing the fact, y'all. They saying it, that nobody is supporting Diddy. None of his A-lister friends are showing him no support. So that's what's making all this interesting, and I know what all this is about. All of this stuff about him getting out, it's to torment them. It's to torment everybody that is waiting for the door to slam, waiting for him to leave. But what if there's just a revelation what if the whole revelation of this whole thing just pans out to be Diddy was a bisexual man and had fun with the whole industry? That might be the whole outcome, the way it's looking. Thank you very much, Chance. All right, thank you very much. Everybody got memberships, everybody that been donating the super chats and cash apps, like buttons, comments, everything, sharing, putting people on. What's up? All right, let's go, y'all. What up, Ty 105? Hold up. I'm reading the chat. DV is a sensitive matter. Never know the circumstance of other people's relationship. The man is always deemed at fault, but sometimes the woman be starting it and the man get fed up. I know how it go. It go a lot of ways, man. I know it go a lot of ways. Like I said, depending on the type of woman. Like I said, I don't condone it. I don't co-sign it, but I know the truth. I know some women that do beat on men. I know some women that, yeah, I know it's back and forth. I know the last time they fought, he hit her first. This time they fought, she got scared and she hit his ass first. You know what I'm saying? She got tired of getting hit. She cut his ass with a knife. It go a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? So I know how it go. But my point is, that's just how it go. Meaning, okay, he beat her ass one time. 1 minute they fight each other. He beat her ass again. And one time she beat his ass. But between all that, it's a whole lot of sex, whole lot of shopping, whole lot of money being spent. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say these are what we all call dysfunction. See, you call it a relationship, but these are what are really all dysfunctional relationships, y'all. Because the reason why I'm saying when I started looking at it is because they were together longer than a married couple, y'all. They were together longer than a married couple. On paper, they was married for 7 years. They were together longer than most of us with somebody. It's just the truth. And even you say on and off, back and forth, they still was back and forth longer than a lot of people was. Because they had at least 15 years, at least 14. That's a long time, y'all. I've never dated nobody that long. Never. So that's why I say all that stuff means something in a court of law. It means something. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter because she got a payout anyway. So like I said, she got a payout. So she's straight. She already good. My point is this. If he was beating her ass, she got a payout. She's straight. All right. She got rewarded. Meaning her suffering, her pain, she's rewarded. She's straight. She's pregnant. She got a whole new life, whole nother family, whole nother man, kids. Cassie is straight. So don't get that part twisted. We're talking about now criminal charges. We're talking about now if he's going to get fried. That's all we're looking at. Is this man going to get fried or is he getting out? Or, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're looking at. Is this going to be the OJ case of this modern day time, the OJ? Did he get out of trial? He beat the whole shit like, oh, it be the new version? We don't know. That's what I'm saying. And instead of him being walked around looked at as a slayer, they walk around look at him as the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, king of the dildos. And that's that. That's the joke of the whole thing. All right, let's go. Now we got to look at this joke. Now, we know Cardi B is boring and washed up, but you know I got to talk about it because it's update. Everything is an update. And everything I say must be confirmed because I've been telling people her career was over with 2 years ago. We already said her album was coming out February 1st. That passed already. I already said that she's been making it off this internet. And when it all panned out, I had no clue that Cardi B only really recorded one album, something like that. I don't know. But now I finally get to prove what I said, that people like Cardi B, when you really pay attention, her career was really on the internet, y'all. And you will see she did way more work on this internet than anything. She never was a rapper, y'all. She was a social media person. These people grew up. She blew up for what? Instagram Live? That's where they come from, y'all. Never was a rapper. Always needed somebody to write for her. The relationship with her and Offset, what people don't get neither. Offset was her writer, y'all. That's why she put up Offset. That's why I say they were using each other. He was using her, spending her money, but he also was helping her with her music. Then you're going to see, as they started to break up, you're going to see no music came out. You're going to see she got weaker and weaker. When I already said, only reason why she made it 2022, 23, she was featuring. So when Lotto was hot, she featured with Lotto. They got to buy. When Megan was hot, she featured with Megan. They got to buy. When Glorilla was hot, she featured with her. They got to buy. And that's been Cardi distractions. Cardi has not dropped a solo project on her own from front to back since, on some real talk. Because she need help. She's not a real rapper, y'all. She's not. So she lying to her fans once again, telling them her album coming out. Only problem is she waiting on people to get back with her with the features. But it's still proving my point. She can't make an album without no features. She can't make an album by herself because she ain't a real rapper. It's all being exposed. Plus, the main thing Cardi B still did not tell her fans yet is that her rap department is shut down. All right? What's up, Faith? What's up, Faith? Like I said, we tired of talking about these same people, man, talking about this stuff over and over and over again. That's why I said I wish they just leave and just go. You know what I'm saying? Just leave, Cardi. You still lying to your fans. You ain't never coming out. And if you do, you ain't going nowhere because it's a ban on gangster rap. And if you come out, just know this. You will not be talking nothing gangster. I know that, and you know that. So we're going to talk about that, too, because she said she working with other people because she need help, y'all. She need people. She can't come out with nothing. It's the truth, y'all. But I'm also giving you that when I said her job was only to influence the minors, that was her job. You get a hit record, you get the influence around the world. Now you go influence their ass on Instagram because that's what she did at first, before Love and Hip Hop. All right? She's a witch. So my point is, it's a reason why she's getting trashed, Beyonce getting trashed, because I said it was going to get trashed months ago. I said her career was over with before that, after elections. They've been finished. They all been dead since elections. They have been dead. I'm going to say it again because we about to laugh at Cardi again. Once Cardi B said that she is not voting for Joe or nobody, when she said this year, I'm not voting for nobody, when she said that, she had no clue what she had just said out her mouth. She had no clue she was on her platform, y'all, grandstanding, doing exactly what I kept telling y'all, how these people started to think they were bigger than the law, they were bigger than power because of their stupid fans. I don't care about numbers. They do. So my point is, when they see they get 100,000 likes, 200,000 likes, when they see they got 5 million subs, they get gassed up. Why? They're in the house. They don't have a life. They don't have no friends. They believe this stuff. So y'all not getting the way they were campaigning to their fans. But what you don't get is, hold up, Joe and them said, bitch, you supposed to talk to your fans to get us elected. You telling your fans you ain't voting. So why not keep telling y'all? It's a reason why they ass getting spanked. When I said Cardi is my proof, y'all, because I got to go through it again because they won't leave and they keep playing out because I keep telling you they ain't going to win. They're going to keep getting bad news because they don't want to accept it. So I have to go back into it for the new people. Cardi, your job is to get them votes. So I keep telling y'all, for everybody that is with the blue, anybody that did vote, y'all, you got to understand, you been getting mad at the wrong people. Cardi B is my proof. They didn't want nothing to do with Joe and them. They didn't. It's just that one thing you got to give Cardi, at least she said it. Because you know she's stupid. She said it out loud. I'm not voting for nobody. But guess what? That's how they all felt. That's my point. They all felt like that. Who's that? Jay-Z, Beyonce. Who else? Usher. A lot. All of them. They were like, hey, they want to do it. So that's why during the campaign, y'all, why this all playing now, I'm breaking it all down. We laughing at all their ass one by one by one. I said this last week because they just won't stop. Meaning it's an update. And I keep telling y'all, if you go back into the content starting from September on up, you will have the best last of your life. Because they humiliated Cardi B. Why? She said, I'm not voting for nobody. She was talking smoke. Meaning, she know damn well she was their mascot. How we know that? When Joe got elected, she helped Joe get elected. How? She was the biggest rapper in America, the biggest female rapper, and she endorsed him. Then, when it wasn't looking good in the campaign, Cardi tried to get away from it. She ain't wanted to do with it. Oh, Joe, she said something. Joe, I don't know what they doing. There's people out here messed up, and she was talking smoke on platform. That's a no-no, y'all. If I'm on my platform, and I know what they're saying, I'm a nobody, you cannot be that big and you going against the president. So I keep telling y'all, they were talking against the government. You can't do that. You a damn celebrity. What's wrong with them? See what I'm saying? She said, I'm not voting. I'm talking about, she told me I ain't voting for nobody. So what happened? They fixed her ass. Now, Cardi is slow, so once again, she said out loud what everybody else is thinking. Who else didn't want to be with the campaign? Denzel. A lot of them didn't. So that's why they literally had to drag their ass out. Eminem had to get dragged out. Guess how they fixed Cardi B? They said, Trick, you going to Milwaukee. All right? So since you didn't want to come, right, your ass going to Milwaukee. And they called it at the last minute. And once again, she wasn't prepared. It was on purpose. When I tell you they fixed everybody's ass, when I tell you I really believe they knew they was going to step down, they knew it was a change of power, and they said we're going to serve up everybody that have, you know, everybody that did not want to support them, they had a plan to serve them all up. And I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? And I done proved it in my opinion. You get it? Why am I saying that? Because when I keep telling people that this game is over, when you understand that the Blue Party are the controllers of entertainment, the Blue Party is the controllers of the urban community. They control the urban community. They control the music that goes to the urban community. They control the films that go to the urban community. They control all the celebrities that are loved by the urban community. When you understand all of that, then you'll understand how the people in power stepped down, shook hands with 47, and said, hey, whatever those bastards you want to get them. And that's what happened, y'all. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. So you will see, every time since the blue people were in power, you've never seen Beyonce get in no trouble, disrespected. You never seen Jay-Z disrespected. You never seen they name in no bad news. You never seen nothing. You've never seen no memes of Beyonce getting stretched out on the bed. You never seen, man, they had a thing with, man, they had a video with Diddy with his jaunt on Beyonce, with his thing whipped out on her ass, on her face, something like that. They just, family, when all that stuff was happening, I knew she was never coming back from none of this before all of this stuff even happened. So no, y'all, you're getting the proof, but on top of that, you still got to see the powerfulness of how all this stuff is covered up. But see, Cardi is exposing it up, meaning, see, I can watch Cardi and know what's up because I know they all together. Cardi and Beyonce was on the same team. So Cardi B hits out at people editing her Met Gala pictures, right? Because they saying they was trolling her, basically trolling her. So like we spoke about the Met Gala, how they have fake beef anyway, and they don't want to be ratchet no more. So long story short, Cardi was getting cooked. And once again, she always talked to her fans. She's an idiot. But she also proves that they don't respect their fans. So this is her right here also begging. She look, her career's over with. She's blackballed. Album never coming out, but she's trying to play it off to her fans like her album coming out and it's delayed because she can't get these features. She's making an excuse saying the album is delayed because she's waiting on people to come help her complete it. Anyway, let's look. She said, I really need these effing features. And it's like I'm not really trying to press or go crazy on these artists because I love them. She said, I love them down. She said, but it's like, come on now. I need that. I need that right now. Y'all don't want to miss this opportunity. I'll sing this ish myself, but I really need y'all. And I need y'all to hurry up. Can you see Cardi B begging for these features, y'all? Here's your proof, y'all. Game over, y'all. This woman begging for features, guys. This is sad. This is very sad. But guess what? I had to then stop saying I told you, because every episode I just kept saying I told you. My name should be Mr. I Told You. All right, I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. All right, when I've been telling these people how they will not stop lying. Her album is never coming out. Her album was supposed to come out last May. It's a year later, y'all. Meaning, this is what she did. She gassed them up the whole 23, said it's coming out 24. It didn't come out 24. She gassed them up, and now she's trying to say it's coming out now, and then it still ain't coming out. And if it come out, it still ain't going to make no noise. And what she's really saying, I need somebody that's hot to feature with me, y'all. Glorilla, y'all, why y'all ain't answering back? I need somebody hot. Please help me. That's what she's saying. All right? If you're a rapper, you're going to rap, do the album. But like I said, It was all a front, y'all. Taking, like, this is shit I be talking about. They say Cardi B supposed to be a dancer, but do you have any real proof she's a real dancer, y'all? Meaning, yeah, she might have shook her ass, but a lot of these chicks were hoes, prostitutes, back page chicks. They were straight hoes in the strip club. And their Instagrams were used also for their clients when they were selling coochie. All right? A lot of stuff was going down. But my point is, they took straight whores and then turned them into celebrities. That's what they did. Why? Because their job was to inspire all the young women. That's why when you really see, are y'all all stupid or were you just high and drunk? You know damn well Nicki can't dance for real. You know damn well Cardi can't dance for real. If you really pay attention, none of the ass can really dance for real. Megan can dance, I'll give her that. But if you really pay attention, the ass can't even twerk properly. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all didn't even notice that. Can't twerk for real? They corny as hell. You're not no real strippers. No, if you ain't ever been in a real strip club with real strippers, you thought they were strippers. No, none of them are real strippers. Glorilla ain't a real stripper neither. Sexy Red is. Glorilla ain't. None of them are. They stiff as hell. They got no motion at all. You notice that Mary can't twerk? How you know? That's how you know that's how you know who they really are, man. They can't twerk or nothing. They can't. I'm talking about they can't even shake sexy. They can't even shake. J-Lo can outshake them. J-Lo don't even got to twerk. She can just shake her hips. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about, that's what we talking about when I talk about sexy, grown woman from cute little kids. See, Cardi to me is, like I said, remember, Cardi to me is a little kid. She's a little girl. When I say little girl, she's a little girl to me, y'all. That's what I call little girls. To me, her and Nicki are little girls. They just are. All right? They're little girls. Because when you ain't got no sexy, you're a little girl. That's what that is. Like I said, J-Lo at her age right now can stand right next to all three of them and just shake her hips and out sexy all three of them. Am I lying? Okay then. And J-Lo can do it. Look, she can out sexy them frontwards. She ain't even got to show her ass. That's how sexy J-Lo is over them. Simple. She ain't got to show no ass. Because she naturally sexy. They not. They're just telling you that. They trying to be something they not. Meaning, Cardi is a hood ratchet chick. So she, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what she really is. So my point is this. Her whole career has been her social media platform, y'all. And when I kept telling you, they page has been monetized. So Cardi B been making money off her Instagram page. And she makes money, but it was a trick. And plus, everybody that was down with these people, they made sure they got paid good money anyway, because that's what it was. Everybody who had to push their agendas got paid nice. Yes, they did. Yup. So anyway, let's go. Because we know Cardi can't read for real. So she telling the rappers, y'all, you don't want to miss the opportunity to be on this album. I'm telling y'all, I'll do it myself. Let's look at this, man. You don't want to miss this opportunity. I'll sing this ish myself. But I really need y'all, and I need y'all to hurry up. And I love y'all. She begging for features, y'all. I got to change the title to Cardi B begging for features. Damn. Later, she said of the album, it's iconic. This album is so good, I put my whole coochie on it. I rap with my, oh man, I can't even say this stuff, man. I shouldn't be saying this on Mother's Day. Shout out to the real mothers. And like I said about the men, now it's your turn. You're not just a mother because you had kids. Shout out to the mothers that really love their kids and take care of their kids and make sure they got food, clothing, shelter, and they smart. Once a mother do that, she can party ass off and do whatever she want. Yup. Get high, prostitute, whatever. As long as you take care of them 4 or 3. I mean, them 4 right there. But I'm going to say 3 because Cardi B, she lacking all 3, y'all. She thought because she had kids, she's a mother, but she proved us wrong. When I seen Cardi B giving her daughter Lunchables and shit, when I see not just Lunchables, I see her giving us like a whole Dollar Tree breakfast for lunch. I'm just like, yo, man, what the hell is wrong with this woman? So what I'm trying to tell y'all is this. This woman says she put her whole coochie into this album. I put my whole coochie into this. Do you think I want to hear this now? When I been said, did I not been said Cardi B was delusional? Did I not been said she was a loon ball? Now you see it for yourself. Y'all still won't get that Cardi B been in that mansion in Atlanta for about 8 years straight. She lost her mind, y'all. I've been seeing it. Because remember, she was already crazy. So you take a crazy person, you put them in a house in Atlanta, they don't know where they at. She wasn't in Atlanta going around like that. Also running the house, also running the streets. He from down there. She was in the house a lot, y'all. And then she just kept having kids. That woman lost her mind, y'all. Let's look at this again. I told y'all she's a pervert. Then I tell you she's a pervert. What we just said the other day. Who is Cardi B fans? Young woman. Let's use our brain. Okay. Who's her fans? Is it a lot of women over 25? Is it a lot of women over 30? Is it a lot of women over 40, 50? Who's her fans? Just a couple episodes just showing you them going to junior high schools. They know who their fans are. I just spoke about what I said. I'm tired of repeating stuff. I told you Cardi's a Geppetto and she's a weirdo freak. So you got young fans and you're talking about you did this album from the bottom of your coochie. See? And your coochie has nothing to do with lyrics, bars, rap. You see what I'm trying to tell y'all? This how ignorant and nasty she is, disgusting she is. Who says that, y'all? You supposed to say from the bottom of my heart. Simple. The bottom of my coochie. Now nobody's really going to feature on the Cardi. That's it. Then with you, Cardi, it's always just talk about your coochie. Wet ass coochie. You suing Tasha K over your coochie. What the hell is wrong with them? See, I'm showing you these weirdos, right? But guess who look up to these weirdos? So look, y'all. She's begging, but not begging. I need y'all help. This album fire. It's iconic. Which one is it? If it's iconic, why you need features? See, I'm going to show you dummies. I'm also going to show you she don't got no PR. She has nobody no more, y'all. This is the real Cardi. The album is iconic, y'all. I just recorded some shit. It's iconic. That shit hot. All I need is my features now, y'all, and I'm straight. Okay. Nobody gonna feature? Oh, well, screw y'all then. I might just add some more diss tracks on it because the album already iconic anyway. See what I'm saying? No, Cardi, stop it. You need them features you got written down. You said, if I can just get Glorilla right now, and I can get SZA, I can get Sexy Red, maybe I get Drake, that'll be an iconic album. That's what you said. But that shit ain't gonna happen because ain't nobody gonna feature. And they know. And plus, a lot of people know hip-hop is dead. And they definitely ain't gonna rap with you. Understand that part, Cardi. It's the truth. All right, let's go. So look, she telling y'all, actually, bro, you rap still, bro? Cardi will take a feature from you right now. Yes, she will. She desperate. I think Cardi looking for a ghostwriter, y'all. On some real shit, I think we all can get a come up over her. I think she that desperate for a ghostwriter, y'all. For real, y'all. Somebody, y'all should start hitting on the DM, man. She need, yo, talk to her in the DM in bars. Just send her verses. Don't talk to her, just send her verses. And that shit hot, Cardi gonna say, I bet you, look, man, she need a writer, y'all. She do. So hit in the DM and send her verses, y'all. And if Cardi put you on, holler at me later, all right? She need a writer, y'all. So talk to her in verses for real. And when you see her the verses, write it like it's for her. You know what I'm saying? Write it like it's for her, like it's her talking and rapping as a female. You know what I'm saying? Because she need help, bro. She does. So let's go. You don't want to miss this opportunity. I sing the ish myself. We'll do it then. But I really need y'all. See that Bob told you. Now you see how they be tweaking? That's called bi, y'all. That's called bi. They don't just be bisect. They be bipolar. That's right. It start with bipolar. Then they be bisect. That's right. I'm just showing you. You don't want to miss the opportunity, but I really need you. You ever heard a job begging you to come to the job? All right, y'all. Let's keep it real. Let's make it real simple. Let's show y'all. Let's look at the stupidity of millionaires. All right. You ever heard of a job begging you for come for the job? Huh? You put an application. All right. The job don't call. Ain't nobody calling your ass back. So you really think the job gonna call? The job talking about the job gonna be just. You want this opportunity or not? It's the best opportunity in the world, sir. Do you want it? It's right here. Oh, well, come on, stop it, Cardi. Look, man, it's like this. If your opportunity was so great, people would have pulled up, especially in a crisis when they broke. But the truth is, Cardi, I also know you're lying because I'm going to just dead it right now. You ain't working on no album, ain't shit coming out. You making up shit, talking about features that don't even exist. You're lying, all right? Stop it, Cardi. You ain't working on shit. Stop it. So let me just throw it all out the window. You ain't doing nothing. All right, you ain't doing nothing. Because guess what? I just said it. If you really was doing an album and you had that money bag, trust me, somebody would have pulled up already. You ain't working on an album. You're lying to your fans. I already told you your career is over with. But You are a model, yeah. But even that's not working because you're getting trolled on that. Wow. Let's go. In addition to shutting down carpets at events like the prestigious Met Gala, Cardi B is also hard at work on her long-awaited sophomore effort if she can finalize the feature. So hold up, y'all. I didn't want to be wrong. Are you telling me this woman only made one album? Are you telling me she did not make a second album? I need somebody to put me on, man. Are you telling me she did not make a second album yet? And it's been 8 years, going on 9 years. So y'all don't get how fast time fly, do you? Cardi B was popping. It was like 2016, 17. Y'all, I've been like 8 years already that quick. Telling y'all life passing us by, man. She only had one album in 8 years, y'all. That's your proof she's not a rapper, guys. There's no such thing as that. The longest there goes 5. That was back in the day. So when I told you she only stayed relevant for features, here's the proof. She told everything I said, man. I'm not here to diss these people. I was just trying to tell y'all, man, about the fake world you was in and that we wasn't in reality. What I mean wasn't in the fake, we was in a fake world because people that wasn't even a rapper or didn't even have no kind of talent or no nothing, they just kept bringing them out. And I think during this whole fake era, they brought out like 100 fake celebrities, y'all. I'm not playing with y'all, man. This is what I meant. But it's not that. You look at the influence Cardi B had over those minors. That was her job, man. That was her job to do what you see. No talent, y'all. No talent, no talent, no talent. Megan neither. No talent, no talent. They're not rappers, y'all. They were hired for their whole capabilities, y'all. That's what they were hired for. Nicki was a rapper. Can't take that from her. That's it. Nicki was a female rapper. They were hoes, y'all. I'm talking about real hoes. They were no different from if I went on the street right now, found the prostitute, came to your house, and said, yo, this your daughter mentor right here. Here she go. And she become your daughter mentor. It's the same shit, y'all. That's what they did. So I'm gonna make it real clear for you what they did. I'm gonna go in the strip club, get 2, 3 chicks. I'm gonna tell one to be your niece mentor, one gonna be your little cousin mentor, one gonna be your daughter mentor. And they're gonna school their ass to the ways of the game. Well, that's what all them bitches did to them young girls. Get it? Okay, then. That's what they did, y'all. Step by step, too. You know they did it? They did it step by step. They taught them how to wear their hair, taught them how to wear their eyelashes. Ladies, you know damn well, y'all know it was about 2 decades of no lashes. You know, before your grandma, mama was wearing lashes. That come from the Aretha Franklin days. But my point is, they raised them. They taught them how to put on. Ladies, you're going to say a lot of mothers, you know damn well you ain't teach your daughter about no lashes. You ain't teach your daughter about no nails. Stop it. So they taught them how to get their nails done. They taught them how to get their hair done. Taught them how to get their eyes done. Also trained them how to blow their money as kids. Taught them how to blow their money as teens. How to blow it. Yup. So that's what they did, y'all. That's what they did. That's what the fuck they did. You know what I'm saying? There's no shaking that. Cause I know for a fact, mothers, you ain't teach your 10. When I say kids, talking about them 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you're going to say, yeah, they got it from them. Yes. Which helped them what? Boom, the market open. So my point is, when I told you they foreigners, they are the ones that also help get the hair stores booming, nail industry booming. They the ones that help all these other countries get rich. Because let's be real, it's not like they were bigging up American products. They were bigging up everything foreign. So what I mean by that is tricking everybody to spend their money and buy everything foreign because that's the people they work for. That's what they into. Because you also didn't understand a lot of people behind the scenes had a lot of money invested in that hair, skin, and nail stuff. All right, so let's go. So anyway, this is the whole key right here. She was never a rapper. This is what we're looking at. She was never no rapper. Okay, we already knew that. The question is, why the hell she stick around so long? And why so many people that was rappers got blackballed? And why so many people that could rap never came back out? Because you now can get that this was always about agendas. The ones that push agendas will always have a career. They will always be around. They always be in your face. When I said that, the internet was the new entertainment. It was the new everything. It was more of shaping and molding minds. When you work, and I say that Cardi B and them job was to go live in the daytime. And their job was to go live after school. That was their job, y'all. So what I mean by that is, no grown-ups never really dealt with them like that. That's why they never had no real career. Because if you ain't got no real career, you ain't going to sell no real records. That's it. Plus, Cardi, let me show you how simple this is for Cardi B, y'all. This is how simple this shit is. Because I know the truth. Her album's not coming out, for one. For two, if it did, she's not doing no tour. For one, she's not popping like that no more. For two, she ain't selling no way out. She's not. For three, her type of music is not permitted. So I got many facts why she's not coming out. And I know damn well she ain't going on tour. These are facts. Until I'm proven wrong. So what she's doing, as you see, she's going to keep lying to those kids. And guess what? She's another one, y'all. She's just like DJ Khaled and the rest of them, y'all. Don't get it twisted. She's a DJ Khaled. She just like DJ Khaled and them, y'all. Yup. I'm talking about that background. She ain't all Spanish neither. All right? She ain't on none of that. She another, you know what. Get it? So let's go. I'm just letting y'all know. She a real witch. Why you think she's another one? Okay. Y'all ain't never hear Cardi disrespect black people? She ain't never disrespect black women. I'm talking about really disrespect. When they say that, they mean that, y'all. Cardi B don't got no love. She not black, y'all. She don't care about none of that. Their whole thing is the money, man. They get that money off them blacks. And every time them blacks talk crazy to her, she start disrespecting them. Call them stupid, all that. Yeah. So look, she previously hinted that fans can expect some big name guests on the as of yet unnamed effort. Album is not even named yet, y'all. My proof, once again, she is lying. All right. Album not named yet. How the hell you got an iconic album that ain't even finished yet? That's why I say I'm showing you how dumb she is. If you want features, you're supposed to at least lie and say it's done, but I know she's a liar. Because how this game work, when you're working on an iconic album and you have your songs done, you actually send the songs you have done already and you send it to the people you want to feature on it, and then they're going to say if they're going to feature on it or not. And if that shit is hot and you got a bag for them, they're going to get on that track, y'all. Trust me on that. Especially if it's hot too and you got the money, they on it. So that's how I know she's lying. And she don't even got a name for it. So how's it iconic? Usually when you say the album iconic, meaning you got the concept, you got your ideas, you put a couple albums, you put a couple songs together. Okay, I'm working on this iconic album. Check this out. Cardi, you're lying. So you got your proof, y'all. But when I said she was lying her whole career, it's the truth. Every single cheating scandal with her and Offset was staged, y'all. Telling you the truth. That was their gimmick. Her and Offset job was also to make a mockery of the family. All right? Mockery of the family, y'all. Their job was dysfunctional family. Housewives of Atlanta. You're going to see all the dysfunctional housewives or the dysfunction family scene. That's Atlanta. That's why all the TV shows are dysfunction. Atlanta. Cardi B, a couple. In Atlanta, dysfunction. Because in Atlanta, dysfunctional families. I know the vibe. They'll tell you to your face, that's a hard place to be married at. Or especially if you're young and married coming up, it's a hard place to be at. That's what Cardi and Offset represent. The couple that couldn't get right. Couldn't get nothing right. The stupidest idiot, I think both of them can't read. Big ass mansion in Atlanta. Everything they need. I knew she was stupid, y'all. When she showed her cars and she said she don't drive them. She can't drive. That's why I knew she was stupid. And I knew she was an idiot in the house with just cars. And I know that's why I say she never tricked me. Because I know she from the Bronx. And I know she been her whole life. And I know she not used to down south like that. So I know she was really foreign down south. When you've been in New York your whole life, you go to Georgia for the first time. You don't know shit. You green as hell. Man, she probably was scared to come out of the house by herself. She probably still scared of clan stories of Georgia. She ain't know nothing. Offset knew that. So when she went down there, I knew she was in the trap. Because she going to stay in that house. I know what happened to her. Offset ass in that house. He home. He dipping out whenever he feel like it. Having fun. She in the house. He bring out the walkthroughs. But, man, he had it in Georgia. She had no power. You wait. Because before that, she fell out with her day ones. So my point is, she was actually in the house her whole time in Atlanta, bro, for real. And then she came out, what? Let's even say she came out 50 days a year. She still was in the house 300. And I'm dead serious. When she showed all her cars and she can't even drive, y'all. I been knew Cardi was off in the head, man. And I knew she was slow, y'all. So my point is, they were a slow couple. That was their job to be portrayed as an idiot couple. Because at the end of the day, you're going to see all that stuff was staged, y'all. Because that dysfunction, that cheating scandal had to go on. Because remember, the black man always cheat. So Offset had to be the black cheater. And when I kept telling y'all they act out shit in real life, that's what y'all didn't believe. Because they understood that. Do you know how they knew a cheating scandal could keep you going on this internet for 3 years, 2 years, or at least this 1 year? They knew one cheating scandal, that should have get us through the whole year with trending topics. Know what I'm saying? And then we make up, that's our trending topics again. Then we have another kid, trending topics again. Then we're going to cheat again. And they just kept doing. I'll tell you, I know the whole formula. That's what they was doing, y'all. When they was lying, one of the last time when they said they broke up, I said, yo, that they be lying, y'all. Then what happened? Cardi B and Offset spotted in New York. I said, yo, y'all. I said, what Offset doing in New York? I said, yo, no, y'all, they be playing the fans, y'all. They be playing people. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of them do that when they act like they broke. That J-Lo and Ben Affleck, they ain't broke up for real neither. Man, I'm telling you, they smart. They know how to play that shit. If we can play a breakup and that shit keep us in the news come on, that's what they know that, y'all. I'm just dead serious. They've been riding the hell out that J-Lo Ben Affleck too. Yes. Now, y'all, they know what's up with that shit. Family, do you know how easy it is for me and you to act like we're not together, and then every night together we in the bed laughing at everybody? Do you know how easy that is? That's what they be doing, y'all. All right, that's what the fuck they be doing. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So look, well, that's what they used to do. So anyway, the truth is Cardi can't make music without Offset, man. So like I said, they really was using each other. They were both hot. They were both hot when social media was on top of the top, and they understood the art of using each other for those topics and for their fan base, but it just backfired on both of them because Offset's career came to an end when they tried to put that lawsuit out. He got put on ice, and which I didn't get. When Migos put the lawsuit in like 2021, 22, they was on ice. Offset wasn't making no money like that, and that's when his ass started to knock Cardi up more, and that's when he started leeching on her ass more. That's the truth, y'all. When Offset put those last two on her, his career was already over too. His career was already over when they put that lawsuit on quality control. So when you go back in history, you'll see. When he put that lawsuit in, and he wasn't making no more money, and you heard about that rumor about Offset got beat up because they was hating on Lil Baby, because remember, the whole time Lil Baby was winning, he was the favorite. The truth is, it was Lil Baby that put the Migos out of here because they were jealous because they weren't getting no money. It wasn't just that they were jealous. They were a three-man group, so the Migos wasn't getting no money. So Offset looking at it like this. This is my opinion. He thought he was good because he with the Migos. Cardi B my girl, so I'm straight. So I always said, which I didn't get, a lot of reason why I said that, well, it's my opinion. If, like I said before, see, if Takeoff gone, it's because of Offset. Because Offset put the lawsuit in. And when he put the lawsuit in, Quavo and Takeoff at first was like, they ain't know nothing about it. So he had put them on ice because he was with Cardi. So he like, I'm going to sue the label. I don't need them anyway. They don't give me my money. I'm with Cardi, my wife eating. I'm straight. And that's what he did. But between that time, Takeoff got whacked and the label got sold. Then Offset said, I'm going to drop the lawsuit. Bingo. Now with Offset, he ain't got his wife no more. Told you Offset a clown. He might be the reason why I take off out of here. And also Ben told you when he got that tattoo of Takeoff, he was showing that man fake love. All right, it's all in the catalog. No, y'all, I've been told what's going to happen to every last one of them. I told y'all after Takeoff got smoked, their ass is finished. I've been telling y'all this, man. So what am I saying? All they've been doing is playing games on this internet. Been watching these people lie to fans for years straight. I said this. You didn't notice how Cardi and Offset was so stupid they didn't even do an album together. So that's what I say. It was other stuff going on more than rap. They were lazy, getting money, spending money. Yo, we get money and walkthroughs off our internet shenanigans alone. Who else did the same thing? Stevie J and Jocelyn. Who else did the same thing? Chrisbrown, Rock, Blueface. Told y'all, man, these are internet shenanigans. We together, we break up, we cheat, we break up, we get walkthroughs. Y'all forget walkthroughs was through the roof. You forgot they were going from city to city to city to city, picking up bands, just going here, going there, what? Back and forth social media. Y'all didn't even get out social media was getting them checks. Social media shenanigans to get them 50,000 a night. Y'all didn't get it. That's why I say you're going to notice when they started getting that free walkthrough money, their ass got lazy and stopped entertaining. They stopped hitting that booth. That's what happened, y'all. And they was doing the walkthroughs, blowing that money, and they didn't think the pandemic was going to hit. And that's what happened. Pandemic hit, everything shut down. No more making music, no more tours. That's what started rocking their ass. What else? Put them in the house together, make them turn on each other. All said Cardi couldn't take it no more. All right? So that's why I say all fake relationships was going to fall in the pandemic anyway. I already knew that. Anything you did in the pandemic was going to be fake and fall anyway. That's just how it was set up, y'all. All right? Because people got tight by force. A lot of people's having babies under drastic times. So look, as you see Cardi be talking to her fans on Instagram Live like she always do. Who are fans? Little girls. Barty revealed there's a bit of delay with the artists who are supposed to send in their verses and hooks. And she ever so gently gave them a nudge to get it done. She was talking smoke. So y'all, you ready for the album Cardi B gonna drop? She said she did it from the bottom of her coochie. All right? That's what she said, y'all. I don't have a lot of features, but I'm working with artists. Some that I have worked with before and some that I haven't worked with before. And the ones that I have not worked with before, I feel like it's going to really, really surprise y'all. So you hear her working with artists we never heard, she never worked with before. All you got to know is, man, you see it clear. Without no help, she can't put out nothing, period. She can't. No, without no help, she can't even record. She can't even go in the booth, yet alone put an album out. You see it for yourself, y'all, because she was never a rapper. When you're a rapper, y'all got to be in you. You got to been doing that your whole life, man. She's not a real rapper, y'all. That's just what it is. Even Kodak Black was, Bodak Yellow was stealing from Kodak Black. So, I mean, she always was a knockoff, bro. Let's go. All right? No, just that. She was a New York champion. So, like I say, anybody from New York, everybody got behind a rally behind as a champion. That's all that was. All right, but let's go. It's what you said about the album, y'all. We about to get away from bum-ass Cardi, but I just had to keep it real because I've been saying her shit was over. And she's never coming out, and I had to confirm it on this update. That's it. She said it's such a vibe. I'm 100% confident with this album. I just don't think what I got is out there. I gave y'all some clues on my features. That's it. Lies. See the lies? All right, then. Your album never coming out, Cardi. You haven't got the name of the shit. So let's leave it alone, all right? Even though you said your album's going to drop last year. So I'm gonna even prove to you again, Cardi, how you told on yourself. Because even if you was supposed to drop last year, that album would have still been recorded some kind of way. So you're not going to play with me. You was never coming out. And you still ain't. All right? So keep lying to your fans. I mean, keep lying to those little kids. Because you've been a liar. Let's go. Let's go. Let's finish to put Cardi B in the ground because she would not stop lying to those kids. So to let Cardi know and to let everybody know that didn't know, Cardi B career been over with. That's right. Cardi B is also with the New York team. The New York team of failures. Who's that? The hip hoppers. That's who. All of them are sorry. Yes, they are. Only thing is, the truth is, Cardi is the richest rapper from New York under Nicki. It is. But she's the stupidest one. Yep. Cardi B whole New York team is content creators now. Yeah, they thought it was going to be rich and blow up. Anyway, and the other half in jail. So look, for those who don't get it, let me get into this again on this Sunday morning. I'm going to show you once again why this hip-hop rap game is over. And it's not just over. We're talking about gangster rap. Cardi B came out as a what? Blood. She came out big red bloody flags around her head, throwing up big B's, hollering out brim, all that New York blood talk. You feel me? Because she from the Bronx. And you've been seeing what she did. She repped that blood Bronx. She repped all that. But then she ran to Atlanta. That stuff stopped. But she been a fraud. So what you will understand now is anybody that come from that gangster rap department, when your homegirl name is Star and she's in the feds or was dealing with feds and y'all always doing federal shit, but you still here. But the thing is, Cardi, we know you wasn't in a particular program. It's called a pink program. Yeah, a program in New York where the rappers are snitches. So what I mean by that is you've been a liar. You've been a fraud. And what I'm saying is this. The thing where you messed up at, you forgot you from the Bronx. And you forgot that you were, okay. What I'm telling you is this. You forgot you from the Bronx. But what the hell made you think you was going to disrespect the president? And on top of that, you don't even have an American last name. You should be ashamed of yourself. Huh? Kept telling you. Hey, yo, y'all, they moved to New York. They stayed there for a while. And they start thinking they are Americans like that. They start using the N-word. Look, I say, y'all, I'm going to tell you what it is. I always going to tell y'all, man. If your roots don't trace back to that South, they don't trace back down to the West Indies. If your roots don't trace back to certain areas, you need to humble yourself and be quiet. All right? Especially when you Cardi B. So let me see. Now do you see what I told you about that terrorist stuff? Now when you see when I told you about they foreigners, I'm going to break it down to y'all every time so you're going to get it clear. This a foreigner. Go look at Cardi B last name, y'all. She's a foreigner. Why? Didn't I tell you even I don't disrespect Joe? Y'all been on my channel. Did I ever disrespect Joe? I might troll Joe. I troll Joe. What he do? I might laugh at Joe. Joe the one falling off bikes. I laugh at Joe. But I also told you, man, Joe is nothing to play with. I told you, Joe and them are nothing to play with. But what happened? Cardi B thought they was something to play with because she forgot she was from the Bronx. And you also going to see this about the game. Now, I talked to y'all about Hollywood, but it's nobody more brainwashed than New Yorkers. So you can be from New York, and your head could get as big as the World Trade. Your head can get as big as the Empire State Building, and you really going to start feeling yourself. You're going to think you so big. But they still didn't get the movie called King Kong. When they didn't get that, no matter how big you think you is in that city, you're going to fall on your face. Bloop! Happened to the best of them, but they still don't get it. So, when you from New York City, y'all, and people boost you up and boost you up and boost you up, you start talking smoke to the president, talking about what you ain't going to do. Huh? That's Cardi B. So, I don't need nobody to tell me she's stupid. When she got on her platform, the same platform she used to get Joe elected, same platform she went on to disrespect Joe. What she said, I ain't voting for nobody. Let's look. Cardi B says she's not voting this year. Bingo. Showing y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all need to choose. I told y'all, family, when they shook hands, it's a different world. Cardi thought it was back in the day where you could still disrespect authority. No, they let y'all do that. They let y'all play around with 47 names. They let y'all play around with 46 names. Because that was the era we was in. But now, that shit ain't popping no more. Meaning, order had to be restored. So this is really why I know Cardi B career is over with. Because I knew it was over with when she said that. Bingo. Simple. Like I said, I don't look at everything as a kid. I don't chase trending topics. You do that. Been breaking this shit down play by play by play by play. When she first said it, I said, oh, her career is over. Bingo, let's go. So what I'm telling you is this. Everybody, I need a lot of y'all to learn a lesson from this, man. I told you this all out of love, man. You have your opinions, you have your feelings, but it's okay to keep them to yourself. Oh, when you're in your house, scream all you want. But when you with that gaslighting and brainwashing and disrespect, when I kept telling y'all, what I say, y'all, it's not the money. It's the influence. It's the influence. They don't understand that part. Politician whole life based on influence. Politician whole career based on influence. So if you can't help them with influence, or you're trying to disrespect with your influence, or you're not using influence to help them, you're a problem. And y'all still ain't get it. When I kept telling you, if you pay attention, Jay-Z did not deal with these people. He didn't do his job. Denzel didn't do his job. T.D. Jakes didn't do his job. Everybody I showed you getting in trouble, they didn't do their job. They didn't get down under Joe. They didn't want no parts of it. But the only thing I'm going to give Cardi B is she is the only one that said it out her mouth. That's what you got to understand. Cardi B is my proof how most of them felt when Joe and was in the office. They didn't want nothing to do with it. It's just that her dumb ass said it out loud. Are you getting it now? Beyonce felt the same way. Jay-Z felt the same way. You get it? That's what was happening. So you will see when it was a back and forth Beyonce, somehow the last minute she came out. Well, guess what happened to Cardi B? She said she wasn't doing it, but the last minute she came out. Because they made their ass come out. And I broke all this down, how they made their ass come out, y'all. And I said that was when Kay and Joe had their fun and humiliated their ass. Then I told you after all that, they shook hands with the president, and I told y'all it's dead. And then they sat down and was trolling all they stupid ass laughing. I showed y'all when they was laughing, they were laughing at the celebrities. They were trolling their ass. Why? Because they know they had gaslit the whole Hollywood to go against 47. They know that. And the whole time is, they said, well, look, y'all was so busy focusing on bashing 47, but at the same time, y'all ain't want to help Kamala get elected. So once, if you want, I know what happened. You know I know she paid them back too? Because it was strategic, y'all. It wasn't at first when she was running. Y'all, I got to prove everything today because it's a closeout. You remember when she first was running? Okay, it was just back and forth. Okay, she up. Okay, 47. It was, remember, back and forth. Okay, everything was good. But then remember it got to that point where she started getting slayed and dragged. And they started talking about she did this with that. I remember it was, when they got to the close end, she started getting dragged. They started making memes on her. They started saying she was having sex with this one. Y'all remember she was getting super dragged. At that time, remember, no celebrities wanted to be around her, y'all. Because they knew she was getting slayed. So you got to understand that part. So then what I noticed was, after she was getting slayed and dragged for that sex stuff, then I noticed how she fell back and made their ass go on stage. It made them it was looking to me like that's how they looked at it. Like, okay, if y'all think we're going to get embarrassed, because Joe got embarrassed in office. Dog celebrities don't want nothing to do with it. I knew that because they had to get D.L. Hewley and Spike Lee and Little John. I'm looking at them on the camera. I'm watching the shit, y'all. I'm like, yo, they ain't really got. They had Megan. So when they got Megan, that was a rock. That was about a rock. So I'm looking at it like they really wanted Jay and Beyonce, but they said take Megan. I'm watching it like that. Megan went, but I know that was a call. So I'm looking at it like this. Here's the proof. Thank you very much. Here's the proof. What I mean is this. It's going to be clear because I'm showing you why they career over with. So she said this. She's not voting this year. You know that's a no-no, y'all. That's a damn no-no. Y'all, how the hell you going to say you're not voting in the campaign year of the people that put you in power? So then you're going to see how they got disrespected. Because, y'all, they started to believe their social media platforms were for real. But they don't understand. Okay, look at it like this. Y'all know they got stuff going overseas too, foreign stuff. She spoke on that too. That's why I know her career was over with. She was talking about the war overseas, y'all. Yes. Guess whose side she really on, y'all? All right, get it? If I really could say certain stuff with Cardi with, she spoke out against the war they was having over there. That's another thing she did. But now you got to look at it. Whether you agree or not, if America got business going on overseas, Joe in the chair, but then they see the news of American citizens allegedly talking about, I ain't vote for him. See, that's how you make your country like a clown. You made him like a clown, meaning you can't say that, Cardi. Maybe a civilian can, you can't. So that's the stuff they were doing, y'all. Putting their mouth in politics. And one thing you don't do is put your mouth on foreign stuff. And then she spoke in a political year. So I'm showing y'all this shit. So look, for those who didn't know, this is why this happened to her ass. And we laughed our ass off. Because you know what's so funny? You know how they fix the ass, y'all? They say, bitch, you always running your mouth on Instagram. You talking about you not voting. Well, look at your phone and read this. And you'll see her looking stupid because the teleprompter was cut off on her ass too. Plus, she wasn't prepared because they called her the last minute to go to Milwaukee. Not the Bronx, where she's supposed to go campaign at. They sent her ass to Milwaukee at the last minute on purpose. Why? she said she wasn't coming, right? What I think they said, bitch, you better get out that house. That's what I think, y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. Dead serious. All right? Because she was not supposed to be there. And what we say, y'all, somehow Cardi did not have the same energy as she does when she hit the Instagram live button. Somehow, all that my nigga and all this shit went out the window. And also, they wanted to prove Cardi can't read. Because they know the secret is what? Cardi don't write on raps. No, these are facts, Jack. Man, we had a ball doing elections on this shit. Go check the previous episode. Promise you that. Yeah, we had fun with this. Meanwhile, we knew about all this the whole time and watched Cardi B be fronting like her career still popping the whole time, lying her ass off, y'all. No, this what they did to fix her ass. Because guess what? Man, I don't even know if Kamala was there that day. They did it to fix her ass, y'all. How we know that? Because I know politics. If Cardi B was really endorsing, they would have made her ass go to New York because that's where the been with her power at. They'd have made her campaign in Atlanta, Georgia. They was in Atlanta, Georgia. She wasn't there. I told y'all, man, I don't run my mouth about politics. I watched it. Huh? So anybody know about politics? Who performed in Atlanta? It wasn't Cardi B. So here's my point. Cardi B lived in Atlanta, but she didn't perform in Atlanta. Cardi B from New York, but she didn't perform and campaign in New York. They shipped her ass to Milwaukee. Why? Because Megan performed in Atlanta. That's how I know they shitted on Cardi. That's how I know. And they made sure she was not prepared on purpose. So my point is, when this stuff started happening, this is what I'm telling y'all. At this point, I feel like Joe and them already felt like, you know what? We just gonna let this thing go out. Because they already, I think they already knew they lost. Meaning they already knew what time it was. Like, look, these people are idiots. A lot of them don't want to do with us anyway. They think they're gonna stick around. They think they're gonna get rich in a reset. They think they're gonna duck and dodge us. Then when 47 come in, get the country back whenever, they think they're gonna start their businesses back up and get rich. Meanwhile, they ain't want nothing to do with us a whole 4 years in the house. We getting slayed on the internet, they ain't saying nothing. They act like they don't know Joe. They all up on everybody else's ass, but they don't know Joe. Yeah, you seeing it? Y'all not understanding how when Kamala was getting slayed, none of them wanted to do nothing with her. You get it? They wasn't endorsing them, y'all. It was Cardi B wasn't going online saying, leave Kamala alone. They wasn't saying stuff. No, go fuck. They was like, hell, nope. So when she said this, let me show you how slick she is. She was saying, I'm not dealing with none of them. But after this right here, when they fixed her ass, she was a joke. And they got their payback. Why? This why. Cardi B tells voters she wasn't going to vote in 2024. Harris changed her mind. She set her up. That's my point. Bitch, you better get down here. And then when she got down there, she got embarrassed. That's what happened. I told y'all what happened. They played their ass, y'all. That's right. See what she said, y'all, right in your face. Cardi B tells voters she wasn't going to vote. Said it right here. I ain't voting. Said it. I wasn't going to vote. She tried to flip it, though. I wasn't going to vote till Kamala Harris changed my mind. Why? She was trying to play to her fans that Kamala wasn't her boss. Because in this generation, they believe that rappers have more money and more power than politicians. Even though Moneybag Joe got a whole lot of businesses, but it ain't about presidents to run the company. Cardi B, you a worker. So ain't no such thing as going to the top floor talking smoke to the president, dummy. And that's what y'all been doing. So you was talking smoke to the vice president, and they had to cut your water off. And that's what happened. Cardi B tells voters she wasn't going to vote in 2024. Harris changed her mind. I bet she did. She said, bitch, you better bring your ass down here, and you're going to go to Milwaukee, and you're going to get trolled. And they fixed their ass, like I said. So, same thing happened to Beyonce, and that's why she's still catching hell. Because she got clipped from the Country Music Award again, y'all. She ain't getting one. She's not getting one. But we already know the truth. Nobody had that album. How the hell you been a whole year? You didn't hear nobody playing that album in the car yet. You ain't hit. Come on, y'all. Let's stop this bull. Nobody's playing that Cowboy Carter stuff. Black or whites. Nobody. No. So look, I think this whole thing was her trying to be American to get away from Diddy. I know what happened. Only thing I want to know is, did she do this on her own to get away from Diddy, or did somebody make her do it? Because I know also the truth is, the whole time she been doing this country stuff, she been making them country music people so pissed. That's why I think, man, she been set up too. That's not even her genre of music. All right? Because her career is over with. Let's go. One music PR expert has weighed in on Beyonce's noticeable snub from the 2025 American Country Music Awards. The list of nominees after the singer has previously been snubbed from country music award shows. That's right, because that last award was fake. That award they gave her was to piss off the country people. They the ones cooking her ass every day. Then on top of that, they were just fighting that she can't sell out shows. It's looking bad for y'all. Okay, if you don't believe me when I said a lot of stuff, this like all this stuff is fake, well, how the hell could she have an album out, Cowboy Carter? How the hell did she get an award for it if it's not selling out and she's not even invited to get? She's not even a nominee. She's not even a nominee. I'm going to say it's a joke because I said it. In my opinion, since Diddy been in trouble, Beyonce and Jay-Z been wanting to hide out. But for some reason, I just think that all this stuff she been doing is because somebody making her do it, meaning offering a contract she can't refuse, which is making her be obligated. But these obligations are keeping her getting embarrassed. And I think it's all a plan. Because if I got billions, I can book your shows and also make it where nobody comes because I got money like that. If I'm rich, I control your if I'm rich, I can play them games with your life. I can book you somewhere and nobody even show up. And it could be a big arena too, just to troll your ass and make you like an idiot. It's called the art of war, y'all. That's what's happening. But what did I say? You didn't notice this? Hey guys, you didn't notice this? You notice Jay-Z don't want to rap with his wife no more. Don't you think it would have been some real talk if Beyonce was getting slayed for her tours being empty, right? Okay. What if the next tour, the next city, they say, look, Jay-Z will be appearing. Jay-Z on the Cowboy Carter tour. Then they going to do what? Some of their old hits together. All their songs. Why they not doing that? Because Jay-Z don't want no parts of that shit. No. He trying to get out of here, y'all. That man trying to lay low, man. All right. So Cardi running her mouth. Beyonce was running her mouth. Not only running her mouth, we went through this already. While Beyonce is definitely getting humiliated with this smoke because we said it last week. Beyonce want to act like they wasn't on that black revolutionary. When I told y'all didn't get what was going on. Those are bullets. When I showed you the video with Jay-Z, he had the bullets around. They were promoting revolution, y'all. They were promoting fight the power. They were promoting grab the artillery. They were promoting George Floyd before George Floyd. I told you already. We spoke about it last week. When everything went dark, y'all, that was when they started to turn everybody against America with the what? Dark beliefs. Yep. They were gaslighting Americans to be pro-black and anti-America. Even though you see it to this day. We spoke about this. The question is, was she always like this, playing a role of this black power? Or was this black power stuff going too far and black excellence and her ass got in trouble and now her ass trying to get back white or get back American? Because it ain't just white, it's get ass back American. Because why? They got big-headed. This and this does not mix. So my point is this. Which one was it? Did they get big-headed, y'all? Which one was it? Because they was not on this. They were pro-black, but they were also promoting revolution. They were promoting rebellion. Even though a lot of us been to the truth, revolution means going in circles. No such thing as a rebellion. Where you going at? No, they were gaslighting everything you see today. Fight. Go against the grain. Go against everything. Go against yourself. That's them. They were promoting hate, y'all. They were promoting black hate. They were promoting American hate. They were very dark and evil and wicked. Why I say that? It's a reason why her ass getting smoked right now. All right? Beyonce has been snubbed from yet another country music. So you think the country music people forgot about this? Very simple, y'all. It's very simple. Don't take a rocket scientist. So you think the country music people forgot about this? You think people don't know what this is? Of course they do. Because we know majority of the country is red and who they voted for, but that's not it. That's part of it. But the thing is, I've never in my life seen nobody go from a revolutionary into a cowboy singer. All right, so which one is it, y'all? Which one is it? No. It's called her and Cardi B. They ass getting embarrassed. That's why she wasn't at the Met Gala, because she knew better. And that's why Cardi went, but she's still getting embarrassed. So what I'm telling you is this. Everything happening to them is because of them. Because you'll see when they was in power, nothing don't happen to them. But since they got their ass sold out, this is why she doing this, and this is why Country Music Awards said, nope. As her name is noticeably absent from the list of nominees for the 60th Annual Academy of Country Music Award. You know what that means? She's not really a country singer. She's not even a nominee. So that's what the hell that means. Simple. Very simple. Very simple. If a country music artist started rapping, would he be up for a rap award? It's the same thing. But they still was showing clips of her fans talking about how it's not right and all this and all that. Even all right. So punishment, and her ass had to get spanked back and put in the first grade and pledge allegiance to the flag. That's what I think happened to her. Because she went so far left, she became a terrorist. Yeah. And I think when 47 got elected, they had to change their ways quick. That's what happened. When I said what? She don't want to be black no more. But I said that over a year ago. When she ain't want to be black no more? Ever since Diddy got in trouble. That's right. Because Diddy was the black clout. Diddy was the black shiny fool. He was the black rich of the rich. Everybody want to be part of Diddy. So we're going to talk about that today. It's being said around the world that none of Diddy's A-lister friends are there for him at all. So that's why I say this is going to get interesting. And we're about to talk about how Diddy has a key witness in this whole thing. And the key witness is the individual that has participated in the bedroom with him and Cassie on the regular. Yep. We're going to get into that. So let's close this out. This is for all those who don't know what's going on with the Beyonce situation. One. And for two, y'all don't get it. You've been seeing Beyonce bigged up to you your whole life on a high level. But why the news ain't consistent with all this bad news she's been getting 2 weeks straight, y'all? This is epic. This is real. This is the realest thing you ever seen in your life, y'all. She's being eaten and destroyed right in your face, y'all. But it's covered up. And then there's people that got love for her. So it hurts. But it's the truth, y'all. And everybody else that know, they rag her ass. Beyonce fans were left outraged as the influential artist. You mean a brainwash artist? Yup. See? Usually they'll say the singing diva. No, the influential artist. That's her job, influence. Yet again, not recognized for her work in the country music because she ain't put in no work. All right? She's influential, but she's not recognized for her work. What? Her voice, her singing her ass off. No, she's more powerful for her influence. You get Beyonce, you get views. You get Beyonce, you sell merchandise. You get Beyonce, you get her fans. Influence has nothing to do with her talent. You very rarely even see her name mentioned with singing her ass off talent. I know how all this shit works. When there's a person that's singing their ass off, they'll say the diva was certain things they'll say reference to them singing it, they real singers. I know how this shit works. When they say influential, that's what the hell she is, just an influencer. When they say the influential artist, when you've been singing your whole life, you want a singer in there, y'all. No, she's not a singer, she's an influential artist. Why? They became influencers. That's their job. Let's go. Despite her breakout 2024 country album, Cowboy Carter, being awarded the Best Country Album awarded at the 2025 Grammys, the 43-year-old singer has been in the house since the 43-year-old singer has been left out of a smaller, more country-focused award. All right, we're gonna leave that alone because my point is this shit corny, and I know this whole why it's corny. All right, black ain't cool no more. Her ass being black, y'all say has got in trouble. Beyonce was the good black girl, allegedly, from a nice neighborhood that wanted to hang in the projects. She's the black girl from the suburbs, just like the movie. They got with that black boy from the projects named Jay-Z. And that black boy from the projects got her ass in trouble with that pro-black project stuff. And that's what happened. So to clean herself up, she had to slide to the left, slide on Jay-Z. And then she had to turn back into American, back in the suburbs. And now Jay-Z by herself. And we still didn't see Jay-Z. Real talk. We don't know if Jay-Z is out the country. We don't know for real if it's just her and the kids. We don't know nothing. Because that fool is low. He's out. I don't know where he at, y'all. Yes. Because we know what we know for a fact. Well, you know for a fact, his wife been getting dissed by Kanye, 50. His wife been getting dissed. We ain't see Jay-Z. His wife been getting embarrassed from her concerts lacking. We still ain't see Jay-Z. But when she was performing for Netflix, the biggest event in America, we saw Jay-Z that day. Sure did. So we got the proof. We proved that too. Jay-Z is only with his wife when she winning. When she catching hell, he don't want nothing to do with it, y'all. So that's that. Meanwhile, you're going to see Cardi B Meanwhile, just like with Beyonce, y'all, she never coming out neither. She never coming out. She never coming out. I don't care what she does. You have your proof her career is over with, y'all. How do you know that? You know Beyonce's career is over with, y'all, because she's not selling out arenas. It is very, very simple. But the truth of what it really is, they don't control social media no more, y'all, so they can't promote social media lies no more. That's why she's exposed. Her husband and her, they don't control the algorithm no more. I told y'all that. This AI shit is controlled by higher ups. This internet is now under full control away from the average human, meaning humans cannot manipulate the internet no more. This is why I kept telling you, when it was time for election, all of their real numbers got exposed. They don't have the real influence they used to have, and that is it. So, being that they did not want to support these people, when you keep hearing about, when you hear about 47 trolling, I told you 47 is a troll. When he say he gonna run 3 times, you know that's bull. You know that's BS. No such thing as that. But he be trolling them, saying that he really be saying that they're so far gone and what they got to do to get back right, they won't be around no time soon. That's really what he be saying, y'all. And when you really pay attention, they have to reset because they had a lot of dummies under them anyway. And these dummies were only used for the social media era. This whole era they just had was them running the world under the social media era. These are 2 facts. They was in power when the digital era took off, known as applications. The gang, Mark Zuckerberg. See, the gang, Jeff Bezos, they did that. And what else they do? They ushered in the rainbow. But the rainbow also was Apple technology. They did that. So what I'm telling you is, all the characters they had with their big movie that's over, they're all finished. Because the people that directed the movie, they finished. They're chilling. So I told you they disposed of all their ass. And it's been a reset. So what I'm telling you is, when you do see the Blue Party back in power and structure, they're going to have a whole new team. It's going to be a whole new set, whole new structure of power and all of that. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what all this is about. Everybody else got thrown in the toilet. All right? Especially under the Blue Party. Most of them, anybody that was blue, thrown in the toilet. Guess who that was? Basically, the whole Hollywood. Everybody that's blue under Hollywood, their ass is basically finished. That's it. All right? So, I'm giving you a clue why it's like that. It's because their own people are done with them. Now, 47 is just the one to put their ass in the dirt. And who else? The rest of America. Because like we said last week, you can't go from pro-black to country music. Now you trying to say the country music people stupid. As if they didn't know that you guys were pushing black power. Y'all were pushing protest. But protest really means crumble the country. So you mean to tell me the jobs are overseas and they were still promoting protest, the jobs that were here? Yep. So the jobs were overseas. They were shopping on Timo and Shin overseas, but destroying businesses right here? Yep. Because I'm not going to keep going on. They all are, you know what? Terrorists. Yes, that's what they all became. That's what Beyonce was promoting, terrorism. So what I'm telling you, they did not forget. Because if you look at yourself as being white, maybe you were scared when you seen them doing this. Maybe you thought at that time some stuff was going to happen. But I do remember when Obama got elected, they kept saying it 2 times that what? The most Americans bought guns ever in their life when Mr. O was in office the second time. And they were the ones gaslighting it. Y'all didn't get it. They were gaslighting race wars. Y'all didn't get it. That's what they were doing. If we was able to speak to other people, I'm pretty sure they'll tell you clear as day. When that man got elected the second time, all the ammunition in the country started selling out. That was the first time they ever started having problems with ammunition, y'all. They were having people buying so much firearms, certain firearms on back order. Meanwhile, they were gaslighting race wars. Where the race war at? Hopefully you get it now, y'all. The rebellion, y'all didn't get it. When I told you everything was documented, the whole purpose of rebellion was get them on camera destroying their own country. We got the proof. We got them on camera taking a knee against the flag. We got them on camera tearing up their own neighborhoods. Show that around the world, make it look like they don't appreciate their country and they don't appreciate their neighborhood. And then use that to inspire other people to want to come here. And then push the narrative, Americans don't appreciate the country. And then had them people around overseas so hungry, they would walk 2,000 miles to get here. And that's what happened. All right? That's what happened. So that's why it's like that. You had to be tricked the rebellion because that was the excuse to bring in 18 million. I'm going to say it again. You had to be tricked for rebellion. So now you can't complain about the 18 million that came in. You can't complain. You can't say a word. I'm talking about all those who were with the protest rebellion, all the ones who know for a fact you hate it here and all that stuff. That's why you had to be replaced. So what you don't get is, I keep telling y'all, some people signed the paperwork. And the paperwork was because they said you guys don't work. And they said you guys are militant, you guys are destructive, you guys are not with the flag. So being that you're not with the flag, if these laws got passed, well, we got to make new people, new Americans. Because the ones here, it's their time to go. That's it. Put up or shut up. So Beyonce, what you going to do? Are you really pro-black? Or you with America? Or are you with your hometown or country? Which one is it? And you got to make a choice. And she made a choice, y'all. This is it right here. You will never see this again in your life. You will never see this in your life. See the tan? All right. You will never see none of this black stuff again. Now, don't forget, those represent Rambo. Those represent bullets, y'all. That represent war, period. All right? Terrorists. Let's go. Because I told you when everything turned dark. Now, I'm going to prove it real quick. Why? It's all in the reason why it's all over for this game. The clarification of it is when they go perform, no success, no good news, no production, no nothing, y'all. If Beyonce been touring all these weeks and she's not getting no news for how good the show was and all this, that, and the third, and it's just bad news, fights and empty seats and how they got to do all this trickery and they got all this stuff, this camera tricks they got to do, people telling them what's going on for it. No, y'all, this is their curse. This is their payback. All right? Because they purposely was putting witchcraft on people. Now, when I told you last week, I'm going to prove it out again, how they purposely was trying to turn people against the country. Now, don't forget, turn people against the country, but now you like this. So I'm going to say it again, y'all. Is this who she always was? And was this whole purpose was to gaslight Americans to go against the country? Let's look. Or did Jay-Z make her do this? Is this who she always was at heart? And Jay-Z made her be like this? Let's look. Because I told you everything turned dark. And I'm not lying to y'all. It was Jay-Z's job to make the whole world turn dark. America. Yep. Let's go. Bingo. This when they first started working their witchcraft on y'all. See that? That's the whole concept of the black flag. When everything went dark. I just spoke about this yesterday. This is what happened. This is exactly what happened. The country was like that to the left. When they got on this right here, that's exactly what happened. It went dark. Huh? It went dark. It went divisive. It went off the grid. Anything goes. You started seeing the most slayings of all time. You started seeing the most race topics, the most protests. You started seeing the most like that's when the internet wasn't fun no more. You started seeing people getting stomped out on camera, dragged on camera, abused on camera. Then you started seeing people getting shot on camera. All this stuff you never seen in your life started happening. You started seeing so much chaos. Friends fighting friends. Families being destroyed. Baby mothers going against baby fathers. You started seeing so much chaos. Because the shit went dark, y'all. And not only that, they literally were putting witchcraft on people. They put witchcraft on the whole planet, y'all. Yes, they did. See it right here. It's when they mean it. Not, you got the proof now what they was doing, but now you seeing how they was actually doing it. I done showed you Jay-Z with over 3 warlocks, 3 wizards. I done showed, y'all know what's up. No, a lot of y'all didn't get it. Because remember, the trick was you don't believe in God, so you don't believe in the devil neither. Get it? You don't believe in blessings, so you don't believe in curses. That's how the whole shit worked. That's why you never knew what they was doing to your ass. No, meanwhile, he don't call himself whole for nothing. He knows the book very well. It's very well. Let's go. So for those who don't believe when America went dark, let's look at the proof. What does dark mean? With little or no light. It's too dark to see much. Of a color or object. Not reflecting much light. Approaching black in shade. The absence of light in a place. Bingo. What does that mean? Let me translate it. With little or no light. Light also means knowledge. Light also means awareness. Huh? When everything went dark, you're going to see it started to be little what? Awareness, which means when things went dark, things really got what? Dumbed down. It's called what? Dimmed. Things got what? Dumbed down. What's that? Don't beat your kids. Don't discipline them. Dumb down. Even though when you got your ass whipped, that made you what? A genius. Made you smart. Everything got dumbed down. Who got dumbed down? Everybody. Dumbed down from what? Everything you was taught. Everything you learned. Everything you knew. Even when you knew better, you had to shut up. So we got what? Dumbed down. So it was all a plot. Look, same thing. The whole concept of C-19, that mask on wasn't just a mask. That mask was a muzzle. Shut up. Go in the house and shut up. That's what the muzzle was for. That's right. Yup. Not reflecting much light. So you're going to see in America, once it went dark, everybody stopped what? Reflecting light. What is the light? The light is warmness, love, you know what I'm saying? Knowledge, compassion for others, empathy. Everybody got dark, started what? Trashing each other, destroying each other, exposing each other, right? Everybody went dark. They was what? Blacking out. On who? They friends, they family, they neighborhood, everybody. No, y'all, told you, y'all, this when they went dark, this when they was all in witchcraft. This when they was all in their shit. But now it is over. That's why they being destroyed, y'all. Because the country is back together again, and they're exposed for their foreign behavior. They're exposed for their terroristic ways. And everybody that believe in them, y'all, that's what's going on. Because guess what? Even they in on it, y'all. That's what I'm telling y'all. They in on it too. They in on serving their ass up. Because everybody know they got too rebellious, and they was talking that black excellence. Were they linked to any outside organizations? I don't know. But I know one thing. I know his ass on the run because he know what he did. He turned it black. He is the one that ushered in demon time, y'all. It was him. It was both of them. Now look. Dark. Having dark skin, hair, or eyes. Okay, you know that. What else is dark? Served or drunk with only a little or no milk or cream. Both, he sold you what? Dark liquor. Not light liquor, of all the liquors. Not a color liquor, dark liquor. What he sell you? Double cross. I mean, what? Do say. Told you everything that man did was on purpose. I'm going to put y'all ass in darkness, and I'm going to double cross all y'all ass. And when them lights come back on, I'm going to be gone, and y'all going to be finished. Because that was his job. That's what he got the billions for. What's that? What's dark? Of a period or time? Told you. What you heard about was they was in a dark age, you got put in a dark age. The dark age, when you forget everything, everything gets changed, and you don't know who you are no more, you're lost, you're finished. So, look. When I say people are still in a dark time, what I say? Yo, y'all still in the old era. Y'all still talking about dark stuff, dark. Y'all were trained to talk about dark stuff, but they always doing this and this. Y'all all became conspiracy theorists. Before the internet, half y'all blacks was not conspiracy theorists. The number one conspiracy theorists are only people that read books. That's it. So it's like the internet made you a conspiracy theorist. It made you be this depressing person. It made you be this political person, even though you don't know nothing about the political field. If asked you anything about Congress, if asked you anything about the head of state, attorney general, you don't know nothing. But you're going to see the internet made you who you are to this day because you went dark. And when you got dark, they put a black SIM card in your head and a black cell phone and turned your ass to a goddamn Android. I'm talking about a dumb Android. That's what happened. Because that's what happened. Also, turning dark means reset. Put your lights out and then cut them back on. But when they get cut back on, you're not going to be you no more. And that's what happened. All right? A period of time. A situation. So you've been in darkness for a period of time. Did you get out the house yet? Are you still under the spell? That's what I kept telling y'all. Are you still under the spell from Ovajin? Yes, they are. When I told these idiots Jay-Z don't have power no more, they still under his spell. When I told them LeBron, Beyonce, they don't have power no more, they're still under their spell. They was taking up for LeBron James the whole year. LeBron James accused of bad freakoffs. They scared to say Jay-Z's name. Whole time they slaying his ass, every country, every language, everybody. No, you're under a cult where you believe a dumbass rapper was actually a powerful figure and a god over your life. So it took for somebody else with power to put their fucking lights out. And that's what happened, y'all. He really got blacked out. Where he at now? So I'm showing you. Dark. What is dark? With little or no light. But the light is the knowledge. Go look at the Statue of Liberty. The light is the wisdom. That's why everything is what? Dumb. What they forgot? Common sense. They forgot how to dress. They forgot how to speak, how to talk. They forgot how to cook. Their life is order food off of apps now. They forgot how to drive. They crash all the time. They forgot everything. They got darkened. Get it? That's what happened. Darkness is also called a wipeout. Everything you knew before this time is gone now. What did I say? Anybody of a certain era or a certain cloth, they cannot tell me nothing past 2008. I keep telling you, all the new fake Americans, fake people, these people we talking about, they can't tell you nothing past 2008. Why? Anything before that is a blackout. I know what happened. The whole country got put under mind control. The thing is, it didn't work on everybody. Majority of the people this worked on, they now have popcorn brain, y'all, and dementia. Trust me. So let's go. You got your proof now, y'all. See? With little or no light. And you're going to see what? The music dumbed down. Everything dumbed down. If you talking to me about consciousness, well, what conscious knowledge you learned since 2008? Since he did this, what did you really learn? No. Since then, y'all started learning witchcraft. That's what y'all don't get. Since then, y'all started getting tricked to learn about the Illuminati. And y'all started learning about witchcraft. That's what happened. You didn't know. I kept telling you idiots. Y'all didn't know that the biggest magic trick ever played also was to make you think it's an Illuminati conspiracy, but that was a way to trick you to learn about Illuminati and embrace the Illuminati culture. You got tricked to focus on Baal. You got tricked to focus on Babylon. You got tricked to break down everything evil to me that you know, but you don't know nothing positive. That's how you got tricked. They made you demons, y'all, because you know more about witchcraft than the Bible now. You know more about the devil than the Bible now. See, that's my whole point. See, Jay-Z know about both. I know about both. You just know about demons and shit. That's what he did. Church out in the demons, y'all. I'm not playing with you. Yep, that's what they did, y'all. That's why right now, you can tell me about you can tell me about all their gods. You can break down all this stuff about I'm telling you, I know the whole, I watched it play out, y'all. Everything evil, y'all on top of it, y'all breaking it down. That's this, that's that. Y'all tell me about Masons, all this shit. Masons know they shit, what you know. Masons know they shit and the Bible. Some of them know Bible and Quran and they shit and most shit. What you know? Nothing. So what I'm telling you is, you were so busy focusing on everybody else shit, you actually became something else. That's what I'm gonna keep telling y'all what happened with this internet. That's right. Who was it? The people that didn't know who they was anyway. Everybody that knew who they was, their lives never got put out because they knew exactly what was happening. No, y'all. Your lives got put out a lot of ways. So it's not a coincidence why a lot of people's life is going down the toilet. Your life's getting put out also means no more prosperity, no more good days, no more bright days, no more fun, no more happiness, just suffering. That's what that means. Why? You accepted the suffering. That's why it's called selling your soul. You accepted it, right? You wanted to be with the party. You was down with it, right? That's why I said no such thing as you ain't down no more. All right? When I told you, anybody claim demon time out their mouth, you cursed yourself. That's just how it go, right? Because look, what else does dark mean? Gloomy, pessimistic, gloomy, depressing. What I say about dark people, characterized by tragedy. What were you trained to do? Always talk about tragedy, bad news. Somebody else died. What they start bringing out? What did they bring out in these dark? I'm gonna prove it was in a dark time. What was the number one show? First 48. Dark people dying. What other dark shows is out? Love and Hip Hop. Were they not always in dark ass bars, always fighting? All them shit was dark. Love and Hip Hop, dark. You started seeing during this era, it was so many damn prison TV shows on TV. They had a prison TV show for the juveniles. Why? I knew back then what they was doing. They was telling you, oh, y'all gonna be locked up one day. They were showing the juvenile prison shows, letting them know one day all of them gonna be locked up. They had so many prison shows out at that time. They were monetizing everything from the ghetto, everything criminal. They were monetizing that shit. Yup. What else they started monetizing? This TV show of Black Slaughter called For My Man, popular during the same time. What else became popular during this time? Another slaughtering of blacks slaying each other called Fatal Attraction. Yes, everything of Black Slaughter became monetized in the dark era. All your entertainment became dark. So when they told you about the comedy, what I already knew is they had silence comedy. That's why you'll see that whole time Cat Williams was blackballed. They brought out selective comedians that wasn't funny because the real comedians make you laugh. Because I told you back in the day, it was always a balance. No matter how wicked up the world was, we always had a balance of fun, entertainment, good times, and we had a lot of good shit. So the good stuff always overrode the bad. But in this era, they actually put a muzzle on everything good on purpose, y'all. That's why you're going to see there was no real comedy around that time. There wasn't no new comedy shows. It wasn't a lot of comedy, nothing. It wasn't, I'm telling you what was going on. Everything went dark. And I kept saying that some of y'all are still in this shit. Them days over with, y'all. This is when the internet got turned to a weapon. Before that, the internet was fun. So I'm going to keep showing y'all this. And guess what else? Why a lot of y'all late? For a lot of you Johnny come latelys, for real, the original chat rooms was before it was any such thing as, like, it was web pages for strictly chat rooms. And that was where the white Americans had their fun at, because they started that chat room stuff for real. They didn't want to start chat rooms and chat and groups. It was them. See what I'm saying? Meaning they've been doing it for years. But for some reason, when y'all started doing it, it became something else. So I'm just going to keep letting you know why all this stuff is happening. Why everything is censored. It's for a reason. It's because of this era right here. This era is why everything is censored now. When I keep saying this era, they let everything go on. And everything that went on was foul. So when you've been on the internet for 4 years, right? Trolling people, playing around in chats, saying all these words. I got about 100 words blocked on this channel, because they knew this was going on. So now that everybody wanted to be on that lifestyle, we're going to shut it all down, hit the reset button. Everybody that was on their behavior, we're now going to make it hard for them. And that's what you're watching. All right? Boom. Meanwhile, he started it. The whole dark shit. What's that? Gloomy, pessimistic, angry, threatening, dark. See how y'all became angry from politics? I don't like that. I don't do that. Mad. Why you so fucking mad? Why you so mad but you won't take yourself out? No, you're mad because you were made mad. You were made angry, guys. You were under a spell, y'all. And I bet you're going to see something. I bet you ever since this, your families fell apart. This go back to like 09, y'all. 09, 10. My point is, when we go to them years, 12, 11, you're going to see each year your family started to self-destruct. Families started to go against each other. Because everybody really had in their head, fight, break up, separate. Because why? That was on TV everywhere you look. Everything was about breaking up, falling out. Let's go. It was on purpose because these bastards ain't got no family. I keep telling you. You see that nigga right there? He ain't got no family. That nigga never had nobody love him. That nigga was raised in the projects. That nigga mother probably was a bum. He ain't had no family, y'all. That's why he did this shit. All right, you get it? If you look at him as the piece of shit he is, he don't care about nobody. He just a poor ass nigga that happy he made it. He did whatever. He didn't care, y'all. He never had no friends. She never had no friends neither. Why? Common sense. Her mother had to work since a goddamn kid. Moms had to work from a kid, so they don't care about humans, y'all. All them two ever known was they self and their career. So when you understand that, you understand a curse was put on your ass, and the ones that did it ran. But the ones that know the truth know exactly why that hoe ain't selling no tickets, because they know what she did. When I tell you, it's people that know what they did to their own people, that's why nobody respect them, y'all. They didn't do that to nobody. They did it to their own people. When they was putting this witchcraft on their own people, people knew what they was doing. Gaslighting you to be a revolutionary with bullets. Gaslighting you to be against the country, a terrorist. Why? That was put in your head, right? That's why you feel like an outcast right now. You know, I said it the other day. A lot of y'all know damn well when you see that American flag, you don't feel like you're a part of it. But you won't accept the fact you were brainwashed to be like that. You won't accept it. You were brainwashed just like I was brainwashed from books and everything else. Meanwhile, you was not taught that in your household. And if you did, your parents was brainwashed. I bet you this too. A lot of time, I bet you if you was taught that black power stuff, I bet you grew up poor as fuck. I bet you grew up poor. If your daddy taught you black power, I bet you his ass is poor. 9 times out of 10, his ass is poor. All right? So let's go. No, the whole black power revolutionary struggle is taught in the ghetto to keep your ass poor. I know what that is now. I'm grown. That's poor talk. No such thing as being a revolutionary in the corporate world. In a world of paying checks, paying bills, take care of your family, it is no such thing as fighting nothing or nobody, dummy. You're fighting yourself. That was the plan. That was the magic trick. They're going to fight themselves. Why? Let me show you. This the real America to the left. That black one, that's y'all. You're fighting yourself. It's called black on black crime. It's called going nowhere. Everybody else to the left, prospering, traveling. That's what that means. See that America, everybody traveling, go to bars, party, have fun, buy furniture, blow money, pay their bills. They just live their life. That's the real America. The rest of y'all in darkness. Y'all don't even exist. And y'all only come out at night anyway. Yep, that's how it worked. Because y'all dark people. Told y'all dark people. I told y'all when they put in the movies, that shit was all on purpose. No, y'all dark people. There's a lot of y'all right now. You just dark. So what I'm telling you is, it's a curse put on you. But it was put on your ancestors because you were raised in darkness. You were raised in barns with no windows. A lot of y'all didn't even know windows was a luxury. If you wasn't of a certain caliber, you couldn't even have no damn window. So you didn't know this whole concept of dark shit comes from a certain time, y'all. Dark deals with the psyche. We keep y'all dark, and that's how we control y'all. We keep you so dark, anything in the light, you will believe it and go for it and embrace it. That's right. So I'm showing you something, why they all in trouble. So we spoke about this before. She sent a cease and desist to the president. This is the Jerusalem Post, which I'm showing you around the world. Every nation knows what they've been doing. The Jerusalem Post telling you what she did because they know what's going on. She sent the man a cease and desist, meaning she was not doing country music then. You will clearly see when cease and desist sent, dressed as African queen from the tribe of Zamunda and Wakanda. No country music, American, nothing. Foreigner. So the question is she really a foreigner? Or was she playing a role? Or was she just a foreigner because her husband made her be one? Which one is it? When you understand this concept, that she got labeled a foreigner, then you understand why Ash is in trouble, and then you'll understand why she ain't getting no more love. And then you understand why majority of the country turned to her ass because of the shit she was doing. When I've been told you, they lost their white fans and they pop fans. That's what this is about. Can't sell out no arenas if you don't have no pop fans. How the hell you gonna sell out country music when you don't have no country fans, aka white fans? They don't have no damn white fans. That's the truth. All right? Why? Because she had already went so pro-black. They been turned on their white fans anyway because they went so damn pro-black. That's what happened. Now it backfired. Now it ain't working. Now it's a payback. For who? Her and the Beehive. So let's look at what y'all been calling, who y'all think y'all was. Why is it a Beehive? A lot of y'all call yourself in the Beehive, don't even know about the queen bee, how the shit work. Don't even know how the whole shit work. Prove you again, your life is a joke. The Beehives are the flunkies going to do all the damn work. The queen going to be chilling. So you didn't know when you became part of the Beehive, that was Beyonce telling all y'all ass y'all work for on the internet. That's all y'all working for Beyonce on the internet. That was y'all job all those years to keep her name what? Buzzing. That was y'all job to keep her name what? Buzzing. Through what? Trending topics. Beehive. Carry on, folks. Bzz, bzz, bzz. That's why when I asked you, did you ever get an interview from her? No. Did you ever get her thank her fans? Did she have an Instagram live button? No. Because she's the queen bee. Y'all crowned her, right? So now you work for her on this internet, which means that is my proof when I told y'all they only stayed irrelevant since 2016 because of y'all. Because their career was really over when they lost the campaign for Hillary Clinton. That's the truth. That is also when they lost their what? White fans. So when they lost their white fans, truth is, that's when they pulled this fucking black card. They had no choice. That's part of it. But see, you went for that Beehive stuff. So what I keep telling y'all, man, people went so far off into the land of limbo and fantasy as grown-ups, they didn't leave nothing for the kids. So what happened is, now you're going to see those are the pawn. Everybody, meaning, see, you see that Beehive? Watch that Beehive. See, that's everybody in that black department. See that blacked out area? Yeah. So she turned everybody into the Beehive. Now look where they at now. They outcast. Beyonce now just outcasted, her and her fans outcasted. Jay-Z now just outcasted him and all his fans. Same thing with Cardi B. It's her and all her fans. The ones that made them popular, y'all finished too, if you still believe in them. Because their job was to make you go so far off the cliff, you'd never come back. Their job was to make you become so anti that you would never be home again. And that's their job. And then while you become anti, they're going to run. And therefore, that's why you ain't seen Jay-Z. So when everything went dark, since then, you've been embracing a dark lifestyle. But you didn't know the difference. You didn't know it's a difference in being in your house with light and being in your house with no light. No, it goes back to a mental thing from slavery when you were made 3/5 of a human being raised in a barn like cattle when they said you guys will never have no sight. Huh? And you will never hear. So you will always be in, don't worry about no windows. You ain't going to see or hear nothing anyway. So it's already in your DNA to stay in darkness, which means don't learn nothing. don't learn nothing. Did you know you can learn a lot by looking out the window? You can learn a whole lot. But no, you were raised to be in darkness, and their job was to keep you in darkness. That's why you're going to see. Dark means with little or no light, just enough. Not reflecting much light. Not reflecting. The light you reflect is the light you receive. But a lot of y'all can't reflect no light, which means you can't be a good role model. You can't even show you a good person because ain't no good in you. You're dark. When you're dark, ain't no good in you. You ain't got no light. You're dark. So that's what people became, dark people. And then some of y'all were you were in relationship with these dark ass people. You know what I'm saying? No, y'all, I see them on eyes. So let's go. And when you're in the beehive, you're always in darkness. But see, the truth is, if you'd have known your history, you'd never went for that beehive shit because you'd have knew Diddy ran her ass. All right, so remember that part. So now, right, they're also talking about how nobody's there for Diddy. But I'm just closing out. All that shit they was talking, y'all, they had to get put in their place because they thought they were bigger than politicians. So which one was it? Was she really a revolutionary Black Panther, or was it a front? See? See this white people? Country music singer, then scare the hell out your ass as a black terrorist. That's why they getting payback on y'all. That's all it is. So let's go. We ain't finished yet. We just getting started. So you see that? Black power. Okay. The queen. Okay. What you see now is all the front, right? Okay. Because she got turned into a little girl too. So what I'm saying is this again, y'all. She been catching hell 2 weeks straight. Cardi B is catching hell now. It's because they are released from their duties. They have no more purposes. They have no more protection. They have no more clearances, and they're no good no more. This is why they're being humiliated, because they watch them be humiliated. All right? And that's why you'll see she came out of the campaign last minute because she didn't want to come, and she didn't want to come. This is also my proof. Their department runs entertainment, and they are the reason why it's shut down. Because all of their contracts have been canceled. So let's carry on. All right? Now that you're getting a clue on what this is about, the embarrassment, why he's running, to why they what? Got they burnt down. That's right. So all of these secrets that are not secrets is the reason why they're all being humiliated to the end. And just remember this one thing. None of this stuff started happening to them until Moneybag Joe said, peace out. That was it. And you're going to see, as soon as they left, all this stuff started happening to them. And no music kept coming out. And you ain't hear no rap hits. And they ain't been trending on music. They ain't been making no noise like they used to. It's for a reason. No more protection. When you think clear that none of them helped support them the whole campaign, you'll get it very clear. When Cardi B said out of her mouth, I'm not voting this year, she was just saying exactly how Jay-Z and Beyonce felt. They just didn't say it out loud. That's all it was. So now you see, after that, he got accused of going in a room with minors. When? Approximately about a month after elections. A month after elections, he got accused. The whole time, he wasn't accused of nothing. So I know what happened to him. Soon as these people lost the election or whatever, soon as somebody else was proven to be a winner, a month later, Jay-Z ass got in trouble. So I know what this is about. And ever since then, his wife been working. I know what this is about. That's right. So my point is, let's go. He don't want to be black no more neither. You didn't get it? That's why 50 Cent was trolling him and said he looks like a painter. He looks like a painter from Paris. Because he didn't want to be black no more neither. But you're going to see. Now, which one? I'm asking y'all again. Which one is it? Is he a black revolutionary or a painter from France? Which one is it? When I got clips with him with bullets around his neck like a revolutionary, which one is it? Which one is it, y'all? Or is he a cartoon character and a fraud? I'm reading the chat. Salute to everybody that's up on a Sunday. Which one is it, y'all? Well, you have your proof. He was just gaslighting. They were gaslighting blacks to destroy their neighborhood, be labeled as terrorists. They also knew everybody that looked up to him was a drug dealer. These people understand spirit. They know you have the spirit of a drug dealer. You love criminal activity. You love the revolution. So you guys are all a threat. So this is how we get our guys to get you guys to come out and show your true colors. And that's how we calculate and track all of y'all. This is why when it's time for y'all neighborhoods to get certain things, we cut y'all. We don't give y'all nothing because we know y'all revolutionaries, right? So we ain't cutting y'all nothing. All you're going to do is take the money and put it with drugs, right? You like drug dealers. You love Jay-Z, right? Okay. So this is why we let y'all all suffer because y'all love Jay-Z, right? Okay. Y'all prove that y'all put all y'all love and trust in this. So now that's why that's all you got. And when he told y'all fade to black, and when he made y'all be black, that's all you got. And that's it. You didn't ask for nothing else. You didn't want nothing else. You just wanted to be black, right? Well, that's what you got. Meanwhile, you wasn't thinking about nobody else. So you got what you wanted. That's it. So this is why they ain't got no home. They got blacked out too. Let's go. Sean Diddy Combs, once the life of the party, has few A-lister supporters. They talking about it, y'all. How Diddy friends turn their back on him. We already been saying, I've been saying, I don't think he's going down by himself. As of now, we're going to talk about a whole lot. We're going to talk about the individual that's been participating in these freak-offs, the main person. And we also going to look at how it does not look like this man is going to be fried, man. And I know this is to torment the industry. That's why they saying this. All right? We know they was all in New York. They didn't go down there. Because remember, it's two things. Hey, it could be three things. It could be they don't want to damage their career. It could be they got something to do with it. Meaning they're a victim. It's very simple. You know damn well if you a victim of this, if Diddy did something to you, you know damn well you ain't trying to go nowhere near that courthouse. Let's go. So anyway, the question is, Joe Budden, why you ain't go see Diddy, idiot? This fool put you on revolt. Why you ain't go see him, Joe? I think today I'm going to go check Joe Budden's channel and see how long he been talking about nothing. All I got to do is just look at all his topics. When the whole time, this man brought Joe Budden's career back. For the culture. All right? So anyway, what they say, Sean Diddy Combs, once the life of the party, has few A-lister supporters. Where they at, y'all? See that? Where they at? So, as things start to heat up this week, Diddy has 8 lawyers, 4 of them women. He has an outright gay man speaking in his defense. Because I think, y'all, when this whole thing play out, the only result we're going to get is Diddy was a bisexual man that rubbed down everybody in the industry. That's what's going to be. I think that's going to be his, I think Diddy's whole trial is his sexuality. And his end result will be his public humiliation of him being a bisexual man. That's it. And the joke behind that is going to be, he's going to be a bisexual man walking around that screwed everybody ass. And he's going to make everybody go hide. Yep. So like I said, that is also the last party that Nipsey Hussle was at. That one right there. Yep. But you see Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? That was at a whole nother event. So you see, everybody's with the party. They did not say one word to Diddy, man. Not one. Jay-Z did not say one word, y'all. Not one. Not one. Not one. Not one. Stevie J said something. Ray J did. Nick Cannon did. Tyrese even saluted Diddy. Jay-Z didn't say nothing, y'all. So, Meek Mill didn't say nothing. Combs, once the life of the party, has few A-list supporters. Well, Meek Mill wanted to know he in Dubai during the Diddy trial. Even though I already joked to him in this video, he with 2 cross-dressers right now. Yup. Meek Mill is still getting his butt tickled to this day. What do we know? We have the proof and facts that Meek Mill was a willing participant. He loved it. He never said a bad word about Diddy, not once. He also made reference of something about them trying to take down a black man. That's what he said about Diddy. He said nothing about nothing else. That's the truth. So you got your proof. Sean Diddy Combs sits before U.S. District Judge Aaron and looks to his lawyer, Mark, on Wednesday in New York. Many A-list celebrities who once flocked to Combs' extravagant parties are distancing themselves from him and his sex trafficking charges. All right? So what's happening? Everybody's showing their hand. You even see Michael Irvin chilling with Diddy and them. See what I'm saying? Of course. So it's all out the bag, y'all. Meaning each week gonna get different. It's just starting. So being that this, let's go to the mail. Let's go to the top. So being that everybody knows, this is why the joke's been coming out. Because ever since they have not been supporting Diddy, mind you, this did not come out. This came out approximately when it was time for her to get on that stage. And what y'all didn't get is when she called them to come on this stage, the campaign was already over. They already knew they had lost, y'all. Remember, they didn't help with the beginning of the campaign. They came out at the end when it was already over, y'all. Yup, and he didn't never come. So I'm saying that to say that's why this started coming out. Let's go. Went into the whole thing. This time you're looking at right here, Jay-Z didn't have no power. Did he control the whole and he put their ass together. Sidebar. Did you ever see Beyonce like this? Did you? Did you ever see Beyonce like this? Wow. Don't look to me like Cassie got no pillows. That's a pregnant woman right there. What they say? When it's like that, that's a boy, y'all? What's that? When it's like that, it's a boy, right? Something like that. I don't know. I think so. That's a pregnancy. That's a pregnant woman right there. So how does that look compared to a baby bump? And the question is, did you ever see Beyonce like that at least once? And Cassie made sure she got a see-through shirt so you can see it real clear. Just asking you a question, y'all. Just asking a question. Let's go. Diddy lawyer accuses Cassie of violence during their relationship. They're accusing Cassie of being a man beater. So can you now see how it is no proof that Diddy is going to get fried in court when he got 4 women on his team and a gay man and they going against Cassie? Uh-oh. Can you finally see it now? Just understand one thing. If Diddy beats this case, it's not for me, it's not for you, it's for the torment the industry. I think the same exact thing they did with O.J. Simpson, they're going to do the anniversary with Diddy. Diddy's going to be the one walking around with all those nasty things on his name. But he's going to still be walking around. And I think no celebrity's going to come outside ever again. So let's go, y'all. Let's go. Diddy's secret weapon in case. His boyfriend will testify. Secret weapon. What we kept saying, y'all. He's the diddler. He's the joker. He got the joker cards. This dude is funny. He's hilarious, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I get my laughs off Diddy, man. This dude, he's funny, man. He's fucking. I'll be honest, y'all. Until this trial happened, I did not know he was this damn funny, y'all. I didn't know he was this funny. This man was trolling Jay-Z at the inauguration, pulling his phone out. If we'll be playing Blues Clues, I had no clue he was this much of a damn troll, y'all. Guess what Diddy's doing? Using the gay man in his defense. But you gonna say now? What we kept saying, he's a bisexual man. What I said, Diddy ain't shit. He ain't been hiding it. He been letting us know. Now to prove it. Gay man in court. What it proving? Everybody around dildo. Everybody got baby all willing participants. It's sticking more. Let's go. No, you have the proof that they hung with a bisexual pervert for 30 years. What is Diddy's defense? What does lawyers say? Your Honor, ain't nothing wrong with being freaky. Now, my client might be freaky, but he didn't hurt nobody. They were consensual. So, Your Honor, we have all the proof. Freakoff 2011, Freakoff 2005, Freakoff 2018, Freakoff 2021, Your Honor. Yacht Party 2023. Your Honor, where's the abuse? Case dismissed. All right, Sean, you gonna wait this ankle monitor? We'll hit a shit for you for doing no more. You got 20 years on papers. All right, something like that. Let's go. Adult entertainment worker. Also, y'all, he also used the models to RAPE the men. Models were used for drilling purposes, y'all. Not playing with you. The models also keyword booty goons on payroll. All right? That's why when you heard the story about when they was in hotels with extra lighting and he had male models and baby all, this is the proof. When he was blackmailing and when it was stuff doing it, he had other people doing it. He wasn't doing it. Lighting. That means what? Better lighting for the camera. Which means what? It's a show. Which means what? Somebody gonna get filmed. But Diddy was not the one getting filmed. The models were doing the work. Like I said, been done with the laughing and joking of this. He used the models to do the blackmail. And it's no, and when I say that is, he might have 1, 2, 3. It's no time that he gonna have, and they all muscular and strong. They all flamers, but they're muscular and strong. And yup, don't forget one thing: you gonna be knocked out. That's the part you forgot about. You gonna be knocked out. Yup, and then a male model's gonna come. So guess what? How else you know nobody came out? Cause it's called blackmail. If Diddy knocked your ass out, but you woke up with your butt hurting, you ain't gonna say nothing. Hell no, ain't nothing happened. That's what he was doing, y'all. Blackmailing. How you know that? Well, you know for a fact it was son and the baby, all right. You heard about it. You was told, right? But you're gonna see he's not being charged for using that baby oil, which means he ain't being charged for knocking nobody out. Even though you got the clues, people got their ass knocked out, right? Which means what? They got their buns taken. Which means what? They ain't gonna say nothing. Hell no. So we know they were in the blackmail program. So that means he's not getting in trouble, but you still know in the back of your mind, it was men that actually got violated. Because they did. How we know that? Because we have reports on things that were found. Period. Reports. That's the proof. And remember, it's proof from the Freakoff mansion, people that was there in Miami, people that was the Homeland Security in the LA mansion. That's the proof. What else? The proof from the mansion in Las Vegas he took Meek Mill to, stuff found there. And it was another hotel where they found stuff there. Because the man complained how nasty and messed up they left the room. So it's a lot of proof. Wherever Diddy went, the baby always sure to follow. So we also know it was a whole era of Ciroc. We was hanging with all them men. And we know what was happening in Atlanta. That's the proof. The whole time in Atlanta was a dildo era. And it was all consensual, y'all. All right? So this is why a lot of stuff is in his favor because no man ain't pressing charges. So let's go. An adult entertainment worker has been named on Diddy's potential witness list. And girl, the tea is boiling. The man who has not been publicly identified is expected to take the stand in Diddy's defense and offer bombshell testimony about his alleged past with Diddy and Cassie. According to sources close to the case, the man is planning to testify that he personally participated in intimate group encounters involving Diddy and Cassie. It's like everything I be saying and just keep playing out. What up, Florida native? When I say, yo, they had a lot of threesomes. They had mad threesomes, y'all. That's why I was looking at all this. Like, just reading the story, I'm putting together. I'm like, yo, they had mad threesomes. How you gonna say a man abused you if y'all were swingers? That's gonna be hard. So let's go. But like I said, could have been times she didn't want to do it, but she was supposed to leave. So look, Diddy and Cassie, and that everything he witnessed and experienced was consensual. Not only that, so Cassie. This is him trying to debunk Cassie. Diddy ain't do nothing. He didn't make her do nothing. It was all consensual. Because remember, he also made the models drill Cassie while he watched. But I think he also was doing that to control Cassie ass. On some pimp talk. Like he was destroying Cassie ass. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So the entertainers also said to have had solo experiences with Diddy outside of the group situations, which would make him what? Diddy's lover. All right? So this male model allegedly was Diddy's lover. No more discussions about if Diddy is bisexual or not, y'all. It's out the closet. He ain't ashamed of it. He actually going to use it to get out of jail. But then I tell y'all, we in the era with what I tell y'all. I said they all supposed to really come out the closet anyway. Now then I tell you hip-hop came out the closet already? I already know what's going on, y'all. This whole revelation is nothing but hip-hop coming out the closet. It took for hip-hop to go to court for the rest of the gangster rappers to come out the closet. They had to be exposed to the dildos and baby oil. I keep telling y'all what this shit about. That's what it's all about. This whole thing is a dildo revelation. It's a joke and a prank. It's only a prank on the gangster fans. That is it. It is only a prank on gangster rapper loving fans. Everybody y'all loved and followed for 30 years, went to jail for, died for, left your kids for, chased behind, trying to look like, be like, pop bottles. Every last one of them are dildo lovers. That is the joke and a prank. But it's not a joke for Diddy because he didn't hide it. He's outright. No, he's the one being used to expose everybody. Look at Diddy as the giant dildo. He is the human dildo being used in court to expose the rest of the dildos. Because they really telling you, anybody hung around Diddy, they love dildos. His name was Brother Love because he made love to all his brothers. I get it clear as day. That's what this case is, y'all. That's why it's no more hiding it. What's really on trial is the black man's sexuality. I see it clear as day. And it's going to be, Your Honor, you can't convict a gay. That's the verdict. I see it clear as day, y'all. He's gonna get in a little trophy Cassie, but when it's finished, he's gonna be respected as the most powerful gay man in hip hop music ever. Because he's gonna still be known as a gangster rapper that was gay, but he was still beating their ass. Yup, and knocking their ass out and pistol whipping their ass. When it's all said and done, Diddy gonna be the top American fruity gangster of all time, y'all. And nobody gonna top him neither. And he was the richest. Yup. That's how it's gonna be. Because ain't no rapper knock him out. So let's go. He knocked their ass out. So as you see, this fool, he got a joker card. He got a big joker, little joker. All right? One joker is, Cassie beat on me. See that? I think Diddy trying to say Cassie hit him first and then ran out the room. And that's why he went and dragged her. Your Honor, she hit me in the head with a bucket of ice. Bow! I just ran her she hit me first. Uh-oh. But like I said, y'all, Cassie got her 30 million. She's straight. Cassie, all right. But what I'm telling you is this. His lawyers, he got some powerful lawyers. Because I ain't never heard of that shit. Yo, bro, tell the truth, bro. You ever heard of that? First, he in trouble. Now his lawyer put her ass in trouble for domestic violence. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I never heard about a woman get charged with domestic violence in court. You know what I'm saying? that his lawyer vicious. So I'm just letting you see, right? Boom. He got Cassie being accused of being a man beater. That's one. He got Cassie being accused of being a willing participant when she trying to say she was kidnapped. Then on top of that, he got a gay lover coming out the cut saying she was with her, Your Honor. This ain't looking too good, y'all. As hell. Jay-Z probably be calling down there every day saying, man, please lock him up. Let's go. All right. It was not only consensual, but he's reportedly prepared to say that Cassie was often the one who initiated the encounters. God damn. This ain't looking too good, y'all. He even gonna say Cassie was the main one saying, let's get it in, let's do it. Oh, shit. What y'all think about that? Remember in court, y'all, it's about what you can prove. So he trying to say Cassie was the main one, wanted that jump. Do y'all believe that? Now think about it. You Cassie, you're already with a billionaire, Diddy rich. Yeah, ladies, some of y'all know y'all wish y'all could get more than one man. And you Cassie, you ain't even got to cheat. Diddy bring the man for you. Did Cassie sometime want to get some action by herself? Or did Cassie sometime want to get some new jumps because she tired of Diddy old ass? Did sometimes she want some people had to come break her ass off? I think Kid Cudi and Diddy were doing threesomes too. I think Diddy got mad because Kid Cudi made Cassie come and then he blew his car up after that. That's what I think. I didn't tell you to do that. Nigga, I ain't tell you to do that. I just said go down on it. I ain't say do all that. Anyway. All right. I'm just saying, right? This got to be proven in court. Now, ladies, you were a rich man, you rich. But guess what? You and your rich man is a swinger. So he let you get some whenever you want. This the only rule. I got to be right there, though. I got to be there. That's the only way. I make sure he ain't making no too much love to you and you ain't doing all the screaming shit. But you can have whatever you want. What you going to do? A lot of y'all ain't going to tell the truth anyway. But I'm just showing you. That's how easy this shit is. But I'm not going to say it's true, but I don't know. Because I look at it like this. It could be time Cassie did want to have some fun. It could be time she didn't want to have fun. That's how I can look at it. Because when you've been together for years, and I know from a regular relationship that what? You can be with somebody and nothing is wrong, but sometimes you might not feel like it. And then sometimes they might not feel like it. But me, I'm only going to be with people we always going to do it. Meaning it ain't never no, it ain't that. But some people like that, right? They turn it off and on. They play games with each other, right? Turn it off and on. All right. So for them, it could be times she want to have some damn fun. Did he get on her nerve? Did he whatever? And then there's time where she probably did he horny and she ain't with it. That's where that shit coming in with that force shit. So she could be saying, he made me do stuff, but it could just be because she ain't feel like doing it, but don't mean like, bitch, you gonna get over here. I'll kill your ass. That's different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, right? We're gonna see how it play out. All I'm saying is, as of now, it is no proof he's gonna get a whole lot. When they say he's facing life, I don't see that. Why? The man is a witness, and he gonna say Cassie was with it and want to start it. Entertainers also said to have had solo experiences with Diddy outside of the group situations, which could complicate public narratives and bring entirely new layers to the courtroom drama. In short, this is not your average character witness. That's where it's going at. So now you see it getting twisted. Now you see, if you a celebrity, you scared. Because now you don't know what's what. If you're a celebrity, you got two things to be scared of. First of all, I got to be scared if my name going to be in this for me getting exposed. But then I still got to be scared if he get home. So if he facing time and his trial get hectic, he might tell on me. But if he beat it, he gonna still come home, might give me a phone call. But this fool got a jet, he'll land on my ass. This fool jet looked like the black angel of death. We looked at it already. That's why I say, I'm laughing and joking about Diddy my whole life, had no clue this fool had a goddamn jet that big that literally looked like death in the sky. And I'll be real. If this fool was coming to your city and you seen that big ass black shit in the air, you probably be scared. Because what I'm telling you is, if he got a jail and he get in that goddamn black plane, they gonna have some problems, y'all. And remind you this, he still got all his property, ain't nothing destroyed. So, if you're a celebrity, you gotta be scared for two things. If he facing time, he might expose your ass, and if he come home, he might still expose your ass. And here we go, let's go. So as you see, if this man testifies as expected, his words could be pivotal in Diddy's defense strategy, especially as prosecutors build a case alleging years of abuse, manipulation, and sexual misconduct. His testimony could be used to counter claims of non-consensual activity and paint a different picture. So when Cassie painted a picture that she got RAPE'd and Diddy made her do it, this guy is saying, no, she lying, she liked it. Matter of fact, we did it a whole lot. I was with Diddy, me and him by ourselves, and it was time when Cassie was trying to get with us, get with me, and that's what he's saying. He basically saying that he was the one trusted to be amongst most of their freakoffs. He was their August Alsina. That's all it was. So, what people didn't get, his whole connect to the models was through Sean John. But I learned today, Sean John did go out of business. It went bankrupt, but Diddy had bought it back. I think he bought it back for $7 million. And he was actually bringing it back. He invested in it, but it did crash. So he was still accessing these models with Sean John, but he was using them for other stuff. Get it? Models is the front. They really male prostitutes. Get it? Model the clothes and do his sexual acts he need done, whether for pleasure or for violating men. Why? When you RAPE another man, Diddy ain't gonna do it. Why? He was not stupid, y'all. Use your brain. Why would Diddy have RAPE people himself so he would be the one getting sued? He knew better than that. You know how many lawsuits he have? He was using the male models to do it. I'm talking about everybody you heard that got knocked out from Baby. The male models was doing all the dirty work. He wasn't on camera, which means incriminate himself. And he didn't do it because that would be incriminating himself for the lawsuits. He had the male models do it. Why? You don't know who that was. Who you going to sue? That male model he used in New York, but that male model was from Texas. And he was in New York under a fake name. You don't know who that male model is that did that to you. And on top of that, he had 3 male models that looked just alike. So you don't even know who did what. And that's what they was doing, y'all. You see what I'm saying? That's what they was doing. No faces, no traces. So, bro, you at the party getting compromised. You waking up in pain. The model's gone. Diddy gone. And you just feel funny back there. You hurt. You see blood and all this stuff. And you see empty bottles of baby oil and blunt guts and blunts. That's how you got left in the hotel, bro. And the thing is, you on camera. And you in that black envelope. You in that envelope, that yellow envelope. That's right. The gangster rap blackmail program. So that's what this was about with the male models. But this case with Cassie is showing you the proof that he had access to models for many different things. This same model, if he wanted to use this male model to do something to somebody, that's what they're going to do. Because them male models he with, they work out in the gym all day. That's right. Let's go. New York judge shuts down Diddy's race bias defense. What did Diddy try to use? That I told y'all ain't going to work? The race card. Kept telling you that. Here's my proof. It's officially over. And don't try to use it because you're going to make an ass out yourself. You cannot be accused of violence, Diddy. You cannot sell Ciroc and give all those people cirrhosis of the liver and then claim racism. You cannot build nothing for your people, Sean, for decades and then talk about racism. This is the part you guys are not getting, and this is the proof that you guys are still delusional and you just don't get it. So I'm going to keep showing you. For one, the country is diverse. For two, it's about 15 other races here, if you want to talk about race. And you guys are the only one that did the worst things to your race of all people, and it can be proven. And you are also the ones that have done the least for your people, even though proven rich. And these are facts. So that race card don't work no more. Y'all beat the crap out of each other. Y'all smoke each other. Y'all rob each other with guns. Y'all rob each other on paper. Y'all destroy each other's name. Y'all slay each other to every heart, soul, and fiber. But you still claiming out racism. And that's why Diddy ass in trouble too. And that's why you're going to keep seeing this. Them days over with. We just let y'all use the race card because that comes from the civil rights era. You guys still didn't get affirmative action being cut already? No, it's about everybody, not y'all. So when you're screaming out the race card, it ain't going to work. Especially after you still been trying to sell them fake ass Casamigos, fool. So I'm just telling y'all, this is the race. Okay, we'll use a race card. Here's the race. Here's your race. Here's your race. Here's your race. You want to keep using the race card? All right, then. Here's your race. No. What we're talking about right now is Diddy. You were your own person, your own man. Everything was to your advantage. All right? You pillaged the community like everybody else, and you ain't getting spared neither. So that's why you had to be exposed for who you are and who all y'all are. But I know what's up when they say this one thing right here. Because we know we looking at what? 444. That's what we looking at. So when they say this stuff, I know exactly who they talking to and about. Sean Diddy Combs, once the life of the party, has few A-list supporters. Here go two A-listers right here. Here go some more of them. Here go some more of them. Has anybody seen Yo Gotti? All right, let's go. You're looking at freakoffs. Stay tuned because the witness is called Things Could Go Dramatic. So as you see, a pivotal move has happened. Diddy pulls out the Joker card, and he has a gay man coming out, his lover. So back to this humiliation. Guess who else being destroyed? Another one. Another one. You cannot scream out racism. Well, these people keep getting caught stealing. What's the charge? What you call that when a black person keeps stealing from a white person? What is that called? Is that racism? I don't know. Well, anyway, more embarrassment. That's been going on for a minute. You've been seeing politicians get embarrassed. You've been seeing this narrative every little which way. These people are dysfunctional. They're incompetent. They go their whole life legit, and then they get to the end and steal. They go their whole life dirty, become a preacher, and then steal again. They go their whole life clean, never sold drugs, never hurt nobody, clean background. Then they become a CEO or a CEO and want to be a drug dealer. They also become CEOs and want to be drug dealers too, and shooters, because they are ass backwards. And guess what? The narrative has stuck that what? They are not to be trusted. Mamas, sons, grandma, all they ass. Here's the proof. It was also announced that U.S. Attorney, in Albany, has joined in on a criminal organization. This woman is being accused of being a thief. They opening up a case on an investigation against her. She's a New York General Attorney, and the FBI is up her ass right now. In a letter that was sent to the Justice Department earlier this month, alleged that she falsified records in order to obtain favorable loans on a home that she purchased in 2023. Did not tell y'all they from that era, but all they do is material shit. Home, cars. Told you, man. No, this generation, what they know, even if they be successful, they're still gonna try to live like they're freaking celebrities. Because that's what they do. It's set up that way. They're gonna be a politician, they're gonna still love that music. They're gonna be in college, they're gonna still look up to that music. The music will always have power over them. We got it set where they have a professional career, but they still do some dumb shit they seen Mary doing power. That's right. Scamming. But it's not about that. It's about making a face of scamming. So now, no more excuse. Don't claim racism when your ass never get this chair no more. We never hire another black woman. Don't complain. See what happened to the last attorney general we had? See Detroit? Remember that last black man we had? See, he was accused of, okay, this is the narrative. See Chicago, how we gave y'all that black mayor? See what happened in Atlanta, we gave you that black mayor, that black, see what happened every time? This is the narrative. When I kept telling y'all, this is a hit on everybody. They're not sparing nobody. Hopefully y'all getting it now. When I kept telling my people, no disrespect, but they were nigging on that bet. They were nigging on their oath, y'all. Every field, you're seeing it. People that were spared, able to get away with murder, and what you're not witnessing is, the code is, they literally was able to get away with everything, but they can't no more. So they're like, damn, I've been doing this shit 10 years. Now you're getting caught for it. That's what's happening, y'all. Same thing with Smokey Robinson. Shit, I had these people on my property damn near 20 years. I ain't paying them shit. I own their ass. That's why your shit got caught up, Smokey. Y'all were permitted to do a lot. And this is what you're watching, y'all. So you're watching all these people get caught with their hands in a cookie jar. Because once again, when the country went black, robbery was legal. And then you're going to see this thing called the dark web took off and everybody was scamming. It was called pieces. It was called green dot cards. Everything went dark because everybody was scamming. Yeah, it's just that what? She didn't get the news flash. Y'all can't scam no more. So she got caught with her hands in the cookie jar. That's all that was. She been scamming. She's scamming on the Brooklyn brownstone and some more stuff. Reports indicate that the FBI has officially opened an investigation into New York Albany General Letitia James. It was also announced that the U.S. Attorney Office in Albany has also joined in on the criminal investigation. So she is the face of criminal. The goddamn Attorney General go after criminals. Man, they actually going after her ass, calling her a criminal. Man, you can't make this stuff up, bro. You just can't make it up. Come on, y'all. How the hell the one that goes after the criminals is being accused of being a damn criminal? I'm done with this. Here's your proof. Because it goes together, y'all. Because people that's watching from the outside looking in, they know exactly what this is. When this happening to her, same time this happening to all of them. All right? She getting embarrassed. She getting embarrassed. Because it's a narrative. But they brought her on themselves. So let's go. Why am I showing you this, even though I like to promote stuff? I didn't watch it yet. I don't know how many of y'all watched it. I'm going to watch it. This movie is based on trafficking, what we've been talking about. But this movie is actually based on taking the law into your own hands and going out to slaughter the traffickers. Yeah, that's what it's about. I ain't going to watch it yet. That's the only low-level movie Tyrese bum ass going to be in. All right, let's go. Actually, Tyrese made me don't want to watch it. For those who don't know, Future, Metro Boomin, and Kendrick sued for that song. All right, they sued for like that. Another thing I said when it first started, I just want to confirm it because I'm not going to talk about this. When I said that whole beef was planned out, and I said that the only reason why that Drake and Kendrick beef even started a back and forth was because Kendrick came out of nowhere and dissed him on a track that wasn't his. Kendrick wasn't rapping before that. He wasn't doing a damn thing. He got on a hot track that was already a classic. that by Rodney O. Joe Cooley. All right, that beat is a classic already. They got on a beat that was already a classic, and he threw shots at Drake. So I'm just going to speed it up for you. Like that, 1 year later, how one Kendrick Lamar verse shook up the game because it was a what? Gimmick. And I started to call him what? Gimmick Lamar, because it was a gimmick. And it worked. It got that gimmick worked so fucking good. Kendrick went from on a couch at home to dissing Drake to doing a concert and getting awards. It is that simple. If I took away this one verse, it would have never happened. Never. It would have been no awards. It would have been shit. Everything Rock Nation have been doing been manufactured beef. Simple. Since no manufactured beef, rap topic's dead. Simple. So now, right? I don't know how many of y'all saw this, but I was going to show y'all something. You know, I talk about Fantasyland. How many of y'all saw that TV show called Dreaming While Black? But it's really called Fantasyland. I just want to show you the narrative, how everybody knows this thing, how these people be living in fantasy. They always dream about some shit they're going to do. And when they dream so much about shit they ain't going to do, it actually takes them away from the stuff they're supposed to be doing. They want to be from everywhere else, so they don't know about where they're from. That's what all this is about. They read books and get inspired and brainwashed. They look on the internet and get brainwashed. So this was about, I ain't watched this yet neither. It's about how you get brainwashed by a rap. You want to be a rapper, but in his mind, he got brainwashed and he wanted to be in the film. But it's showing you dreaming while black. We're showing you they always going to dream and they don't understand that they really be in fantasy land. And then you're going to see whenever they show, when they want to show a real black person, they always going to show that hairstyle, that look. When I told you this the look they want, when they show, see, when they talk about black people, they got a look they want you to have. So when I told you they took looks and made them popular on the internet, so you'll follow them, that's what I mean. So you're going to always see that. This is what it means. Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. This is in picture. This is an episode. You guys are dreamers. You always want to be everything except for what you're supposed to be. You don't know who you are, but you will spend your whole life chasing dreams. And while you chasing your dreams, you also ruin other people. You even ruin yourself. But for some reason, you guys are always dreaming in this fantasy land shit. You actually believe Jay-Z was a god and a king. Beyonce was a queen. You guys believe everything in this fantasy shit. Dreaming while black. So I'm just telling you, these be the shots and subs, subliminal messages sent at you that you don't even know about behind your back. Yep. So when the people that watch this TV show and they see you in the street looking like that, bro, they think you the type that be dreaming while black. They think you lost, bro. I told you that's how this shit go. The dreads represent the society loser for black men. That's what it represents. It does not mean that's what it is, but that's what they think about you. All right? Just put it out there. Because all this shit is over with, y'all. So I will keep telling you, there was nothing but an update that it ain't going to stop until Diddy trial over with. So that's all I'm watching. Here's your proof. Cassie got a whole new life. She got a 30 million. She pregnant by a whole new man and a whole new life. Meanwhile, you have no proof Beyonce was ever pregnant, and you have no proof that she was selling out country nothing. All right? But you do have proof she was at what? Diddy parties. You got proof on that one, don't you? You also got proof that what? Diddy loved Joe Budden. So why nobody speaking up for him when they say none of his A-listed supporters are pulling up? I don't know. Maybe they scared. But if I got my neighborhood burnt down, I'd be scared too. That's them. See the aftermath? After Hollywood got their ass smoked, y'all. That's right. I wonder why that wasn't a big topic. Tom Hanks told us his house got burned down. Paris Hilton did. Who else did? JJ Reddick. There's a few others. Somehow, Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't want us to know that $200 million house burned down, y'all. I wonder why. Then again, I wonder why did it burn down in the first place? Damn. Then I wonder why Diddy house ain't catch not one piece of fire. Damn. And LeBron shit burnt? Yep. Know why? Because I told you it was a reset. And you're going to see. Everybody that went dark, somehow they ass in trouble or they ass ain't here no more. Because they ass went too dark. So had to do a reset. And after that reset, the lights got cut back on. All right? The lights got cut back on. It's called reality. So a lot of y'all better know what side you on and where you at. You want to stay in that darkness or you want to come back to the light? Well, take your ass back to school. Take back in your mind when you was a little kid, what they told you in school. And if you went against the grain, if that teacher would have called your mother and your father and told them what you did, what would have happened to your ass? What I'm talking about, if you ain't get out there chair and say, I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America. If you ain't stand up in that chair and they'd have called your mother, you would have got your ass broke down once and for all. And you know I'm telling the truth. So all I'm telling you is, it's just back to that, y'all. You ain't got to praise the flag, but you don't got to diss the flag. That's where we at with it. That's what people understand. See, if you understand America is diverse, it's okay. You just don't got to diss nobody. You can have your opinion. So you learn to have opinions without disrespecting, you'll be okay. You can love everywhere else. Just don't disrespect. And you'll be all right. Because when everything turned dark, you were taught to disrespect everybody. But now, something bad will happen to you. So I'm just telling you that. Understand that. That's why it's different. It's red and blue because it means different, but it also means the differences get worked out and then they come together. So now that y'all understand that, you'll get out there darkness. How you know if you're in darkness? If you live a miserable ass life. If you mad. If you upset. If you feel like a foreigner. If you feel like you out of place. If you feel like somehow things ain't never gonna work out. You in that darkness. You know what else? You're lying to yourself too. And you're brainwashed. All right? So understand that part. No. Smart people, they're in the light. They're the ones that know. They're the ones that see. They're the ones that mind their business because their shit is in order. And that's what it's about. It's called what? The American dream. I got my house. You got your house. You got your house. You got your house. We mind our business. See each other outside. Hey, what's up? How you doing? That's it. If you ain't thinking like that, you out of here. Oh, so you the type still worried about what people doing? You still worried about this one, that one? Oh, you still being fake friends with people, talking about people behind their back? Oh, you still the type need people? You the type still just always fucking upset? That's you. All you got to know is you outcasted. Your lights are put out. Sick. And now you watching their lights get put out. But then again, Beyonce lights ain't put out because her ass went back white. Her ass ain't with she ain't with that dark shit no more, y'all. Understand that. Her husband is. That's why he had to run. All right? Nobody seeing Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z with Russell, y'all. So on that note, here's the proof. What is this? Was this just a gimmick? Was it for real? Was she really this, acting like that? Or was she really this and got scared back into this? Either way, you know some fake shit going on, y'all. So on that note, now you see why they all in trouble. Now you see why Cardi B fans dissing her. Cardi B is so corny, y'all. I'm not even doing a recap on her. Hell no. All right? But now you're going to know for a fact, nobody got power no more, y'all. Nobody has power. Nobody in black entertainment will be making nothing mega no time soon. Anything else is just hype. Because like I said the other day, Megantheestallion is in better standards than Cardi B and Nicki and Beyonce. Know why? Because Megan fulfilled her obligations. That's why. Megan did what she was supposed to do. So that was, and I think Megan was one of their favorites. So that's why she's straight. I knew that when they let her campaign the Olympics. I already knew that. That meant they've been trying to get Megan respected around the world. Plus, I remember last year, Megan actually went on tour around the world before the goddamn Olympics. So, yes, Megan is actually the new favorite. Also, don't be surprised, y'all. Don't be surprised if Megan ain't telling on Jay-Z and them too. Don't be surprised. They could have made her do some shit with Tory Lanez. And she told, I don't know. They could have made her do a lot of stuff. So we understand they got a lot of enemies against them now. I'm going to just keep watching. Because one thing we know for sure in this closeout, the deal is not going down by itself. 8 lawyers, 4 of them are women. He has a gay man that has been invited into their bedroom that was a willing participant in their bedroom willing to say that even Cassie was with it. Cassie initiated it sometime, and saying that it was no force, like how Diddy does Joe Budden. See, that's how Diddy does the rappers when he feel like. See, when he does the rappers, it's love, y'all. He don't RIP the rappers. He RAPE them in a blackmail program. But see, after they get dealt with, after they get blackmail, he just made love to them after that. Yeah, man. That's why he said when he said when we're gonna party, that means we're gonna hang together, bro. And I'm gonna touch on you all night. I'm gonna feel on you in the car. That's what he mean when he say we're gonna party, man. That's Diddy. But that's what it is. See, Meek Mill, peace out. That's it. Always cooling his ass off. But you're gonna see even Meek Mill. But then again, they did say Meek Mill name might come on in court too. So we'll see. We'll see. On that note, enjoy your day, man. It's Mother's Day. Y'all enjoy your day. Now, I'm gonna be real, y'all. It's Mother's Day. It's a different day. I'm gonna chill. I might gotta do what I did last week, y'all. I might shift it to tomorrow. I see in the chat, members, but y'all want to do this today or tomorrow? Cause it's like Mother's Day. I just finished talking about her. I don't even feel like doing the Beyonce deception, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to ruin Mother's Day with that. But what I might do, I might come on and we can do a kickback, Mother's Day kickback, if y'all want to do that. So y'all holler me in the chat before we go. Other than that, they finished. They wash. On that note, Smokey is finished. So somebody let me know some good news and some new news. Other than that, we done with them for right now today till the trial get back started. What's up, Abner? What's up, Black? What's up, Britt? What's up? Okay, they said today. All right, y'all. So I'll be on it. I'll be there. So 2 o'clock is lit. Members only. Make sure y'all be there. All right, it's going down. Because I know everybody different and everybody got different things, and it's always about their content, y'all. So stay tuned. I'll be back. This playing right now, happy hour recap. Meanwhile, we talking about real talk, always disguised under conversation. So, yeah, y'all stay tuned. On that note, y'all enjoy y'all Sunday, enjoy y'all Mother's Day, and I'll be back. One. Hey, my bad, LJ, man. I had to talk about this stuff, man. Everything has to be spoken about. That's all it is, man. Nothing I say is a fact. Nothing I say is my word only. I just give my opinion, y'all. That's it. That's it. That's it. But the queen sits back, reap all the benefits. Everybody else do the work. So y'all crowned her, and y'all the ones that did all the work. She sat back, manipulated social media, and reaped the benefits. Reaped all the benefits of the whole shit. That's all it was. But when election came, she got put back in her place. And they knocked her crown off, y'all. And she got turned into a little girl. Because the truth is, she is not over the vice president. So the vice president put her ass on punishment, y'all, and that's what happened. All right? This is for the fans. This is reality. This is for the fans. Entertainment. This is reality. This is reality, Tina. Y'all don't run nothing. Only thing y'all run is Blue Ivy and them. So they had to let their ass know. Same thing with Cardi. Cardi talking about she ain't coming. She ain't going. What she say? Cardi B tells voters she wasn't going to vote until Harris changed her mind. They say you better get your ass down here, girl. See that? That's why they say, y'all, never say never, never say ever, never say what you won't do. You can think it in your head, don't say it out loud. What happened with Deion Sanders? We ain't going to the Cleveland Browns. Hell no, Shedeur ain't doing this. Shedeur ain't doing that. Where's his ass at now? I told you, they got ways to fix you. It's called humility. She said she wasn't voting. Bitch, take your ass to Milwaukee. That's how they fixed it, y'all. That's the inside joke that made it funny. She said she wasn't doing it. Then they sent her ass to Milwaukee to do it. Not New York, not Atlanta. Milwaukee, y'all. That's the shit that made it funny. And I don't even think Kamala was there on top of that. That's what made it even worse. So that's when I knew they was trolling the hell out of Cardi B, y'all. Yes, they was. So on that note, why am I saying that? She's telling her fans the album coming out, and she lying because that shit ain't never coming out. She also said that she's been begging, y'all. Cardi B was begging for features, but nobody want to do it. And that's that. We out, man. That boring. One.